Here we are. Hello. Hey, Internet. It's been a while. Not really. But welcome back to another stream during Roll20CON. Thanks so much for watching us play all of the games this entire weekend. If you don't remember, I'm Suzanne, brand manager at Roll20, and I am here with the Night Witches crew, and we're about to kick some war butt. I don't want to this is a historical game.
Just say Nazi.
Just say Nazi. It's okay to kick Nazis.
Kick Nazis. We're going to kick some Nazis. And it's going to be really, really fun. And I want to introduce Alex, who's there on the camera, I think, who's going to be GMing this. And yeah, hey Alex, how you doing?
Hello, I am a GM, and I totally know what I'm doing at all times. Please respect me. So we're playing Night Witches, and we're Soviet women, and it's gonna be great. How do you want to do this? Do you want to go around and introduce everybody first, or should we just jump in with the characters and never say our real names ever again?
Let's introduce ourselves before we become our Russian alter egos.
All right, well, fine. In that case, I'm Alex, @SkuldLagram on Twitter. I tweet a lot of I'm going to say relevant stuff that are very fun, so you should definitely follow me. I'm very good at selfies, and I will give you pro tips for free. So, hey, at me about that. And that's about it.
I'll sort of go next, even though I've already said hi. Hi, I'm Suzanne, and I love Night Witches, and I've played it a couple times before, and it's the first game that I ever GM'd, and it's actually really fun to GM, so everyone should play it. Yeah.
And I'll go next. Hi, I'm Mel. I am production coordinator at Roll20, and this is my first time playing Night Witches, so I'm very excited. How about you, Kira?
Yeah, boys go last.
I'm half boy. Does that count?
Same.
Yes.
I'm a soft boy. I'm Kira. You can find me on Twitter, Kira Nanzi. I play this game a lot. And I'm a game designer. There's some games that I recently designed that were in a museum, and I was super excited about that. And you can learn about more of the things I'm working on Twitter and career feminists at work.
Okay, I guess that leaves me. I'm James. You might recognize me from the One Shot podcast. I co-created that network with my best friend, Kat Cool. And we also design games together. And one of those games recently got bought by Mattel, and you can find it at Toys R Us. So go check out Noisy Persons. And other than that...
Congrats!
Congrats!
But yeah, I have never played Night Witches before, and I have been told by all of my friends that I will be in tears. So looking forward to that.
I better not be in tears. I did my makeup today.
Yeah, same.
I'll do all the crying for all of us.
Okay,
I'm sure.
that works for me.
Sounds good. All right, so I guess I'm the only one who shitposts for a living. Everyone here is legit.
I don't really know what that means. Legit.
It's on a professional level.
Oh, yeah, I'm a professional shitposter.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
Can't do it as you, I'm sorry.
That sounds good.
all right, so I'm just going to set the game up a little bit for those of you who don't know. Night Witches is about the 558 regiment in the Soviet army during World War II, and they are an all-female regiment of flying regiments, so they're all female pilots. For the purposes of this game, we're gonna play with gender a little bit and say that any femme or any non-binary person, just any female adjacent identifying person can be in the world. I'm gonna go ahead as GM and waive transphobia out of the game. Nobody's gonna get their gender questioned. We're all going to be put down the same by the dudes. So that will be fun. And we are fighting the Nazis. So as you know, in World War II, the Nazis are trying to do a battle on two fronts. So they're trying to battle the Allies, and they're trying to battle Soviet Russia. And they're pushing slowly into Soviet Russia. And that's where we come in. Stalin, can we talk about Stalin? Is it taboo? I mean, he's in the book. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, talk about Stalin.
Welcome to Stalin Talk.
I'm into it.
This dude called Stalin actually suffered big war losses and has resorted to calling women to the front, and that's how our battalion was established. All right. So basically, because this is a one-shot, we're going to start in the middle of the action. We're going to be in the war already. You've all been through basic training, and I'm going to allow you to just go ahead and introduce your characters in a minute. We are going to be at Pashkovskaya. That is the point that we're going to be holding. So let me just look that up real quick, because pronunciation is hard, mostly.
I'm sure
All
he'll
right.
get it closer than any of us. For the
So yeah, Pashkovskaya. We have moved west and south on the front into the warm southern maritime region dominated by the Kerch Strait. Don't need to know anything about that. It's warm and muggy. There's a bunch of water, so you have to be careful while flying. That's all you really need to know. You've been through basic training. You have flown a few times, so you're you've been through some shit, basically. So please go ahead. Let's start with, I guess, James, and introduce your character. Who are you?
Okay, I am playing Katya Trushina. She has a more elaborate name that I would be very embarrassed to try and pronounce in front of the internet. But she wears a flashy uniform. She's got a very tough demeanor about her. Clearly, she's been an aviator for a very long time. Despite that, she's got laughing eyes and has very good humor about her. She's from Moscow, so I don't think she's been touched as much by the horrors of the war as so many others, just because she's not on some of the outlying farms. And at home, waiting to find out find the next letter from her is her baby sister, Valya, who she talks of often and who she flies for.
Nice. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Katya. Baby sister, you say? Very interesting.
Uh-oh.
All right, next up, Mel, can you please tell us, who are you?
So I am playing Vera. She hates it when people use her last name. It's got too many syllables and it takes too much time. So
how convenient.
She just insists that everyone call her Vera. Speaking of outlying farms, she is several generations of farmer. So that didn't go great. And so when the 588 opened up, she thought that was a great opportunity to fight for the motherland, of course, and also put her strong body and skills to good use.
Strong body.
They're just repeating details.
Yes, you got me.
It's a good trick.
I wrote about it in GMing for Dummies, so I'm ready. All right, is that it, Vera?
That's all I got.
No special skills, no family that could face a tragic death.
Listen, James went above and beyond what I did. So yeah, let's say that she really wants to go home to her farm and do that again once this all is over. She doesn't want to go to the city. She doesn't want to have. She's not interested in flashy stuff. She just wants to get back to the way things were.
Interesting. All right, Suzanne, you're up.
Yeah, I'm playing Vera, whose name... Oh, no, just kidding. Hang on. I almost picked the name Vera, and then I saw that Mel was doing Vera. So I'm playing Irina, whose last name I'm making up on the spot, which everyone can see, and it is Pashnikovia. Which is probably not a real name.
I hope we don't have any Russian viewers angrily commenting.
If anybody puts a name in the chat, I'll change it to that. I am playing an owl character, and someone's saying I'm too quiet, but whatever, I'll deal with that later. I'm playing an owl character. I'm really pretty quiet. All I've ever wanted to do is become a pilot. My grandpa encouraged me, and in my small town helped me learn how to fly planes because he just had an old crappy plane that he let me fly and taught me about. And from then on,
So bourgeoisie. Grandpa
Little
happens
bit.
to have plane.
maybe a little
Gotcha.
bit. Maybe a little bit.
Keep going.
Yeah. So that's
Great.
what's up. That's who I am.
Oh yes, and
Nice to
Vera
meet
is
you.
a pigeon.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
what is James?
Oh, I'm a hawk.
Cool.
All right, Kira,
Is it
who
my
are
turn?
you? Tell me about yourself.
I can't find. Where do you find what your eyes look like? Where are those descriptions? Where did you find it, James?
So I also have a
Yeah.
paper character sheet right in front of me. So we
Okay.
might have had eyes.
Well, I'll just copy off of Suzanne's option.
I'm sorry for cheating.
It's okay. I'm finishing up my character. Thank you for giving me some time to do that. I am playing Zoya. Zoya is passive as a woman, but her gender is ambiguous. She's very slender. She's a sparrow. I'm playing a sparrow. So the description of the sparrow is graceful, unobtrusive, and discreet. They're everywhere and nowhere. They're nervous and timid, and prone to flying away at the first sign of trouble. So I don't know. I think probably she was like she holds some deep trauma. Like she's been in the war for a little while, and something happened to her, and now she's trying to be a pilot here. She's very skeptical of everyone. I'm playing a zealot, so that means
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
the zealot's real mission is to help develop political consciousness across the regiment while diligently rooting out intrigues by reactionaries and wreckers. So, I'm basically trying to out people within my regiment as wait, we're communists. So what are they?
Capitalist scum. I don't know.
Some kind.
I always confuse those. Socialists,
I
maybe?
would just say Nazis.
Are they Nazis?
Fascists.
Fascists.
What was
Thank
your
you.
name, Kira?
My name
Zoya.
is Zoya.
Goya?
Zoya.
Zoya.
So
Duh.
with a Z. Zoya.
Awesome.
And then my special power, I get like a sparrow move. I think that I'm gonna have a murky past. So that allows me to hide two things, and then I can reveal them in the fiction, and it lets me do other stuff. So, yeah, that's it. I have a
So
murky.
can you just pick one of your special moves as a character? Because remember, we're starting in the middle, so I think you might get another one. Or are we not going to play like the complex one-shot, whatever?
Let's take two. Maybe that's more fun.
Sure.
So I have to choose from these two.
Yeah,
me
These-
too.
no.
Yeah. Choose two of them. So my first one will be murky past, and my second one will be transcendent love.
Nice.
Choose your one and only lover. Your bond is intense and unshakable. So if I face death and they basically protect me from death mechanically. It'll probably be a PC who wants to be my one and only lover. It doesn't have to be mutual.
Okay, so I have decided you and Mel will be lovers. Wait, that's not how it works.
Wait a second.
Stop shipping us, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's in my blood.
Mel,
can't
how do
help
you actually
myself.
feel about that? Are you okay role playing
I don't mind.
romantic?
No, it's fine.
Cool. That'll be fun.
And everyone
All right.
in on Twitch is going to get to watch me choose my second move because I am controlling the game view.
Yay! So that's Zoya.
Nice to meet you. All right, we have a pretty good crew here, fairly diverse. All right. I know I'm supposed to be making a character too, but I don't like. Since this is the purposes of a one shot, I'm not gonna be in the game. Long story short, so I'm just not gonna bother. Hopefully that's okay. I can make one up real quick if you would rather I do that.
You're good. I think you're good.
All right. I have a couple of NPCs prepared. I guess we will meet them as we meet them. Or should I introduce them now?
Are they in our unit? Are they part of our people that we would have come in contact with?
Yes, they are.
Then sure.
All right. One of the people you'll be interacting with in 588 is Dimitri, aka Dimi. They're an ex-pilot. They survived a harrowing crash. They pass as female as well. They won't talk about the harrowing crash, but everyone basically know about it. They're now a mechanic armorer, but they will fly in dire need. So if you're flying a mission and we're missing, because you fly in teams of two, the pilot and the navigator, and you're missing a navigator, this is someone you can call on to. They have a sweet tooth. They're basically a lesbian with a sweet tooth, so they're easy to bribe. If you either have like some chocolatey things or if they're crushing on you. So just you can bribe them into defying death with you with a couple kisses. All right. We also have Anya, one of your superiors, whose parents were traitors. So they were executed by the state. She's under immense pressure to basically not fuck up. Zealots tend to harass her. So she doesn't like dreamers, and she kind of has a death wish. So, yeah. Don't fuck with Anya. All right? Then you have the unit doctor. All right. Which her name was Zoya, but now it's Dr. Zarya. Hello.
Yes.
Dr. Zarya has muscles for days and is really hot, but that wasn't important, I guess.
It's important to some of us.
I mean,
Those of us who are shipping furiously over here need to know details like that.
that's what I'm saying. So Dr. Zarya is very scrappy. She also comes from a rural background, but she specialized in the city. She has no love for the capital, but she is very faithful to the motherland and to the women of 588. So, yeah, if you need anything, she will lend an ear. And she is fond of whiskey, although it's really hard to come by, so keep that in mind. Always keep an eye out for NKVD officials because they might be hiding amongst you. The NKVD are basically, just think of them like the KGB, but for Soviets. So they're trying to weed out traitors within your regiment. And they're often wrong, so just stay on your toes because they don't need much to start lobbing accusations. They're like ticketing policemen in which they need to fulfill a quota of traitors. So don't tempt them, is what I'm saying. I'm not telling you which ones are because it takes the fun out of it. But, they're in there. All right. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready to kill
All
some
right.
things.
Sweet.
Fly some planes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Bomb some
planes?
Nazis.
Yeah.
Nazis. What game are we playing? Give me a second. Anyways, so we're in Pashkovskaya. 6 months have passed from a hastily converted civilian airfield here in Pashkovskaya. You are supporting the Black Sea Fleet in the battle for the Caucasus. Caucasus? That thing.
Yeah.
The mountain.
Caucasus.
Anyways. The Germans are pushing hard, but you are pushing harder. So you're sharing the field with the celebrated and all-male 218th Fighter Regiment, who has requisitioned everything of utility and value, leaving you with the scraps. Logistic overview, Pashkovskaya is close to the city of Krasnodar, which is a linchpin in the German plans for seizing the Caucasus. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
The supply situation is okay. Rail lines are serving the city of Krasnodar, and trucks are available to the airbase personnel nearby. So if you need to scrounge for something, you can. Just get around the boys, basically. There are no special supply rules, so we're good. Okay, so now, let's talk. Okay? What are you doing? What's the situation like in the regiment now that you have to share your quarters with the boys? And 218 is a very famous and beloved regiment, whereas yours is very controversial. So how is it having to share quarters with these people, having to watch them get all of the cool shit, the nice cabanas when you get like crappy tents? Tell me about your feelings.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm going to double down on gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Zoya is like leaning against our shitty tents that we're like, that we have to sleep in or whatever, just like staring across at like the men's barracks, like where they used to sleep. I don't know, like next to, I can't remember Mel's character's name.
Vera.
Like she Zoya is like leaning next to you, just like glaring across the way.
and Vera's been accompanying any small and attractive women as much as possible to act as like a shitty dude body shield.
Really?
Speaking of shitty dudes, they are walking around and they give you looks very often.
Mm-hmm.
Zoya spits when she sees them walk by on the ground.
So yeah, I mean, I have no bias.
While Arena is like all about getting greasy and gross while flying and working on planes, she really feels it's important that her living space be clean and crisp. She does come from a little bit of a more spoiled background, so she thinks these men are gross. She thinks they're unhygienic. She is not pleased at living in the same circumstances as they are.
How does she feel about them having better living quarters and cleaner living quarters than she
Really
does?
mad since they don't take good care of them and it smells like feet.
That is true. It does smell like feet. Narrator voice.
It did.
It did smell like. All right. So
I
where
think
are you?
Katya.
How do you feel?
Yeah, Katya's actually sees this as an opportunity because Katya knows that the male regiments are much better outfitted than the female regiments, and she sees this as an opportunity to rob them blind. So she is not only just like looking for nicer equipment that has been like surreptitiously been left out and put it away in safer places, but she's been getting involved in poker games and whatnot, basically taking them for what they're worth.
Fantastic.
I like
It sounds like she wants to scrounge.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Katya's a good friend to have.
Can you make that move? Do you want to make that move, or
Yeah, I'll make that move.
I don't know if that's okay with the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, go right ahead. Roll.
So as a misanthrope, I can scrounge well. I don't know if that affects it one way or the other.
Do you get like a +1 or something?
I think you do.
Misanthropes choose one. Oh no, it's right in the roll itself. You get to choose 1 instead of 2 if you roll badly.
Okay, cool. And because I statted out probably not the best way, my luck is at a -1 for this roll.
Yeah.
So it takes my roll of 7 down to 6, so I fail.
Oh, sad story.
That's not good.
All
It can't
right,
be
you
fired
fail.
from-
That means you can't acquire what you want. Well, yeah. What will happen to you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna lose sleep on this poker game? All right. So Katya's antics attract unwanted attention. It so happens that at the poker game she was at, a higher up just happened to, wander in and sees her in a sea of men, and he is not into it. So, so you attract unwanted attention, and now the NKVD has been alerted to you as, a tampering with the morale of the 218, and they're going to keep an eye on you. So be careful with that. So wait, I only choose one option now because you are good at scrounging. So you only get one consequence, or do you get 2?
Well, he failed. So it would be on a 7 to 9 that you would choose 1 instead of 2. But since he failed, I think it actually says underneath that the GM might choose 3 options from the 7 to 9 list or worse.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And on mine it says the GM chooses 2 options.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I have a different version.
All right, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm just gonna say, you attract unwanted attention, and you really don't win anything that night. You lose your cash in that poker game.
I think what happened is when the official came to break up the game and get me out of there, all the money that I was up was just taken by the people who were at the table. So despite my winning hands, I lost everything that I brought to the game, and now I'm in trouble for it.
Uh-oh. All right, so were any of you, Vera, Arena, and Zoya, were any of you at the game? Did any of you happen to see this? Where were you when this was happening? Because it is nighttime, and you tend not to sleep during night.
Oh, so it was. We don't have a mission, so it was during our normal waking
This is
hours.
before the waking hours, like our day starts for this. So this is like I'm just setting up before the day starts, and then dawn happens, and so let's say it was right before dawn that this happened. So you're getting ready.
Yeah. We're outside. Maybe the poker table's outside, and like we see it like right across from where we're standing.
All right. So you've seen all of that happen. How do you feel about our friend Katya now? Are you proud of her? Are you angry at the men? What's happening? Tell me your feelings.
I think I might view her as a bit of a troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
That this is the kind of thing that could keep me from flying planes, and all I want to do is fly planes.
Okay, I see.
I think it was a good try, but should have done a little more. Should have gotten out of it earlier before that guy came by.
Okay.
I want to eyeball the situation. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool, because I want to see like more about what's going on. Can I roll in Roll20?
Yeah. So you type /roll 2d6.
2d6. Hey, it worked. Oh, I got a 10.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Did I get a 10? What is an eyeball?
You did.
Roll plus skill.
Oh,
And
I see.
My skill's where's my character sheet? +1.
So on eyeball, on 10 plus, hold 2.
Wait.
You can spend a hold now or later to ask a question.
Cool. I'm gonna ask one of these questions. How can I help her? So, how can I help Katya? What's going on with Katya?
Okay. You see Katya as the attempt to take her away. She is struggling and saying, basically not being very polite about it, reaching for the table. They are dragging her away, and you come up on the scene. You happen to know one of the men. They just happen to be from the same hometown you were. And yeah, you have some pull with them. So
okay. And they're in the NKVD, and I'm kind of like an NKVD spy.
You
right?
are a zealot, I mean. Yeah. So
okay,
if you want to help,
that's your chance. Yeah, okay, cool. And this, I'm gonna ask a second question too. I think I get to ask 2 questions?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
And then I get a +1 when I act on it. Okay, so what am I overlooking in this situation? What's
the really shitty major that broke up the game saw a very specific thing belonging to Katya fall out of her pocket, something potentially incriminating, and he is moving to pocket it.
Okay. Cool. So I will definitely walk over towards the table. I'll point it out to Vera too. Be like, hey, did you see Katya dropped that piece of paper?
Katya, what was it?
So it was a letter from my sister. And I think it was a letter from my sister just expressing her frustration with some of the changes in rationing back at Moscow.
Oh, no.
Which is not a thing that you want broadcasted to the NKVD.
So,
all right.
Vera will buck up a little bit and grab the letter off of the ground and be like, thank you, Katya, so much for delivering this to me. You told me you had a letter for me, and just put it right in her chest and walk out.
Sounds like you're trying to act up like a hooligan.
Yeah. Are you acting up? Is that what's happening right now?
I am using the pigeon move of androgynous.
Shit.
I would like to act up by acting like a man, not a hooligan.
Ooh.
So then I use guts. And I believe I get a bonus. Yes, I do. So that's an 8. And for that, I would like to ensure there are no consequences
Yeah.
for what I just did.
Nice.
All right. So Vera just pockets the letter, saves Katya's ass. Zoya basically saved Katya's ass. It's a good camaraderie thing. Everyone's very happy, except Katya was being dragged away and lost everything. But that's minor right now because it could have been way worse.
And she is like not even aware of the level of trouble that her friends just saved her. She's just frustrated because she was so far up in that game and probably a little bit drunk.
Of course. Who isn't drunk at this time in the morning?
I mean, none of you should be drunk because there's no alcohol. It's rationed for the men.
Yeah, well, we have to drink like shitty alcohol that we make out of engine oil and like whatever.
I mean, that's what she was stealing from the men is good vodka.
Yeah. So did I actually
on it?
Did Zoya actually save Katya? Like, or does she have to confront that guy that she knows from her hometown?
The guy is kind of infatuated with Zoya and has been for a long time, so he doesn't really notice what went down outside of like just looking at Zoya.
Okay.
Kind of like, hey, I didn't know you were here. What are you up to? Killing some Nazis? Just hanging out? Yeah. Me too. So, you need anything?
Yeah, I really
Just
hate Nazis.
Call me up. Yeah, I hate those Nazis. Bombed one the other day. Whoa. So, anyways, that dude is really into you, so keep in mind that you could probably poke at that guy later. But also, he is an agent of the state, so be careful.
A+.
All right. And with that, the dawn breaks, and it is a new day. And in your case, Katya, you wake up with a hangover and a missing item. Everyone else, where are you and what are you doing as the day breaks?
I am up before the dawn. I am ready. I am clean. I have found a way to clean myself. Be it in like the sink or whatever.
That's pretty interesting. Tell us about your morning routine, Irina.
Well, every day I get up, I like to do it before dawn, and because no one's in the bathroom yet, we don't have very nice bathrooms, and the water is not so great, it's always freezing cold, but I go in and I just sort of like clean all my bits as much as I can, and I have a little bit of privacy. I have like 10 minutes. Privacy. It's very important.
All right. Where are you, Vera, when this is happening?
Absolutely asleep. Vera has a problem with sleeping in.
All right.
Just gets real cozy.
It's those farmer genes. You know, farmers, they never wake up early.
No, just sleeps really hard. And my circadian rhythms have been off for so long.
Wow, that's some in-depth character development. Thank you. All right. Katya, you're waking up with a hand. Wait, let's go to Zoya first. Zoya, you just saved someone from certain torture and probably death, not to overstate anything.
Yeah.
You wake up. How are you feeling?
Zoya didn't sleep very well because she's worried this is going to come back to her in a bad way. Like this brought attention to her somehow, you know. And she goes to check on Katya.
All right, Katya.
So I think having someone come in check on her, like some light pierces into the room and it cuts across this sort of very spare room that is just rows and rows of beds where the women are sleeping. And the light happens to fall with a blinding intensity right on Katya's face. As soon as it hits her face, she swears and gets up. Her head is aching. Her eyes feel sore and puffy. And she looks up in the face of the woman who woke her.
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking? I feel like I am out here risking my ass to make sure that you have good vodka to drink, you and the rest of the girls. No one watches my back.
You know what? If I had known that you were getting into that stupid game, I would have watched your back. But instead, you made a fool of yourself, you didn't get any vodka, and you brought their attention to us. What were you thinking?
I was thinking there are rumors that go around the base of people who make sure that officials show up at inopportune times.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
not know who I
The
can
fight
trust.
is loud, and Vera wakes up.
With like fist fighting, pulling all the blankets off, like, oh my god,
Oh, my Stalin, please.
oh my, yeah, oh my motherland, oh, and she just like grabs the letter that she still had, shoved in her shirt when she got dressed in night clothes, and just like balls it up and chucks it at Katya. It's like, keep your trash. You gotta watch what you have on you. You know better.
Thank you, my love.
Like realization sort of like creeps onto her face as soon as she sees the letter. She grabs it, clutches it close to her, and sort of like shakes herself awake, and you can see more than a little bit of embarrassment playing across her face now.
All right. I'm into it. So before you can continue that conversation, you hear a commotion outside. Someone is screaming and trying to wake everybody up. It doesn't sound good. You listen carefully, and it is your major, Anya, yelling for everyone to get the hell out of their tents right now because you need a talking to, and this is no joke.
I get dressed very sloppily, but it's fast.
And
I want to be the first one out there.
She's still
I'm already
yelling.
out there.
Zoya grabs your hand, Vera, real quick before you exit the tent.
Oh yeah, we do the little squeeze.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
she pulls you back in for a second for like a secret kiss while everyone else has left the tent.
Oh, nice. Yeah, never mind. I'm not first at all.
And she says, thank you for backing me up there. I think that Katya needs an extra eye on her. Will you watch her for me while I'm not around?
Oh, sure.
Anya is red in the face with screaming while you flirt.
Maybe that will keep your eyes off of all those other little girls in the camp.
I just have to protect them. You know that you are the only one for me.
Aw.
I believe you.
Your major is going to pass out from lack of air.
Irina heard the screaming and immediately responded to authority by rushing right outside
you.
and standing at attention.
All right,
I'm
Major
fixing my
Anya
hat as I come back out and strap all my stuff.
right to Irina and asks her, Private Pashnikova. I did it. Private Pashnikova, where the hell is the rest of your crew? Where is Vera, Irina? Where is everybody? Seriously, especially where's Trishina? I'm gonna fucking kill her. Get him out here right the fuck now. Is profanity okay on the stream? I should probably check.
Minimal?
Gotcha.
We're
So,
PG-13 is our thing, so
We get one.
Gotcha.
yeah, we
So-
get one. Use it well.
So now it's all heck. I replace everything I said in post with
Yeah.
heck. Thank you.
We'll bleep it.
And
All right.
fiddlesticks and yeah.
Yeah. Fiddlesticks, heck, where's everybody? I'm not happy. I've had complaints from the 218 officers. Apparently you were up in the night. Do you know anything about this? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't give me that cute face. Talk to me. Where's everybody?
I wasn't up. I was there. But I didn't do anything. And I don't know where everyone is. I can go get them.
If you missed me, you should have called for me. She saunters up, very sloppily dressed, with like the top part of her uniform sort of like tied around her waist and just a tank top.
Anya is supremely annoyed and just hates people from Moscow. She cannot deal with this right now. She stomps over to Katya, looks her in the face, tries to like puff up as much as possible to look bigger than her, and goes like, in a very soft but irritated voice, Private Trishina, what were you doing last night?
I was securing much needed supplies for the base before I was interrupted very rudely.
What did I tell you about the 218?
The 218 are the most respected flyers in Russia, and you would do well to look up to them.
Okay. And then I said, don't mess with them Don't talk to them. Don't make eye contact. Just stay away from them. You, specifically, I told you to stay away from them. You have a complaint from higher up, specifically against you, and I had to get my butt dragged in there. And I had to fight for you just to tell them that you are competent. You are making us all look bad. I'm going to need you to, one, chill out. I'm going to need you to really show off at tonight's mission, or honestly, the NKVD is on your butt, and they could very easily send you away, if you know what I'm saying.
My records are on the sheets. No one has made Nazis seem more fire than me. The fascists have paid because of me, and that should be more than enough to speak in my favor.
Okay, well, guess what? It's not, because this is the real world, and we're supposed to stay in our place. Okay, it doesn't matter how good a pilot you are, and you know this. What matters is that they don't notice we're there. Okay, please, we can't have girls go away. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
She, her confidence had been waning since the start of this like little dressing down, and like she suddenly all the guilt of what's going on has like weighed on her shoulders, and she goes, "Duh, I understand."
And Vera is stomping up now, like really good mood, really good expression on her face. She just got secret smooches and just like throws her arm around Katya and is like, I'll keep an eye on her. I'll make sure this never happens again. I'm just like patting the side of her face like, yeah.
I don't need an eye that close, my dear.
Anya looks at you too. She wants to smile, but she knows women being very close is not okay with the 218 superiors, so she gives you like a knowing look to just chill out, you specifically, Vera, and she walks away. Before she walks away, she remembers, oh, mail came from home, so Vera, here's a letter for you.
Oh boy.
And Katya, here's a letter for you. She salutes the rest of the rambunctious crew, who are kind of, you know, here and there, kind of just still shaken up. And she walks away, but not before saying that if you need anything, and next time you need something, go to her first. Next time you need any supplies, anything is missing, except alcohol, because you're not supposed to be drinking, wink, go to her first. And she walks away.
Irina is very depressed because, once again, she is confronted with the reality that she doesn't want to accept, that her awesome piloting skills are not super duper valued because she is a woman.
Why the long face?
I'm a good pilot. I'm the best pilot.
I'm going to say, it sounds like Irina is very stressed out.
Yeah.
So you should probably be careful with that. Do something to de-stress. I don't want anyone to be stressed before the mission.
I think I'll try and reach out then. You know, seeing that like the frustration that she's experiencing is clearly related to the same thing that Katya has been dealing with. So doing a reach out move to like try and commiserate over being undervalued, I think is.
Does your nature give you any status boosts? Like, does your nature boost your dice at all?
It would not. The thing that I am good at is scrounging.
Okay, gotcha.
But let's see, and this is plus. Okay, so I got to reveal a significant truth. All right, so I'm rolling, and that popped up as. Oh, hey, 10. Great.
Nice.
So Katya like puts a hand down on her shoulder. She stands a bit taller and looks her in the eyes and says, I might talk about how I fly, but I have seen you. No one flies better than you. No one flies with worse plane than you. I have grown attached to my rig. She has a better engine. Yours sputters and cuts out. I never seen your wings waver. To be honest,
It's because I'm great.
I have a bit of envy when I see your wings in the sky. Even if none of these men, and even some of the women don't know this, Katya believes that you are one of the best.
I am one of the best. I am. They should respect that. Thanks.
They should, but I will tell you a secret that I have come to know over my many years, and that is this. Russia hates everyone. Russia wants us all dead. And that is why
But wait,
not the country, the earth itself.
Keep your
It
voice
is
down.
cold and hard. Listen to me.
Shh.
There's no respect. It does not come from the soil. We all
Creeping
live
up
in
on you.
fight.
Like looking
Nearby
around.
218. Yeah, looking
Yeah.
around, you see the 218 regiment and the women of the 588. You're about 200 women, by the way, in total.
Mhm.
Just kind of like emerging from their tents and listening to Katya's impassioned speech about how much Russia sucks.
Shh. Stop. No.
You see,
I love the motherland. I
Yeah.
scream.
Oh, the Russia. Motherland, right?
And doing a starting a good song, a good patriotic song that I don't know the lyrics to, but I'm
probably
like
something about hammers and sickles.
staring directly at I lost everyone's names at Irina and being like, join in with my great song.
Yeah. I'm just like patting Katya on the arm now, like fervently responding, yes, thank you, yes, no,
All right.
thank you, thank you, but yeah, okay.
Sounds
stop.
to me like you're making a move, all of you.
Sounds like you're acting up like a natural-born Soviet airwoman.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
roll for that and see
Oh,
if that
heck
song
yeah.
works?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I do that. Oh, I don't have medals.
Nobody's got medals. Like,
I mean, technically, this is a one-shot, so you could have had a medal, which, add it now if you
Yeah,
want.
give me one. Okay, I did something. I got a medal for it. I am a sergeant, so.
You were sergeant, and you killed more Nazis than anyone medal on the one-night mission.
Nice.
Cool.
oh boy, these are not good rolls.
What happened?
These are okay at best.
No. Mm-mm.
No, they're not okay. They're all hard fails.
There will be trouble, it
Must be
says
helpful.
on a miss.
All right, so you're trying to sing as hard as you can, but you all notice that over on the men's side, some suspicious-looking fellows are writing in notebooks, which you definitely do not want. And then a decorated fellow walks up to you, and he doesn't look happy. He is a big, stocky man with very closely cut hair. He hasn't had time to even button up his shirt yet. He is clearly upset. His boots are extremely clean, which is unusual. He stands up right in front of the scene happening between Katya and Irina, and he starts not screaming, but drill sergeant talking, so scream talking. Privates, what is happening here?
I'm a surgeon.
He is not amused by your bravado. He
Nothing.
looks straight at you in the eyes and he goes, you are whatever the heck. See, I did it. I say you are. And right now,
Okay.
you're just causing a disturbance.
Yeah, I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Not doing anything.
All right. He looks straight at you, and it doesn't look like he likes women very much. And he goes into a spiel about, listen here, we tolerate you because we don't have enough pilots. This is war, all right? We can't mess around. He sounds like he's about to get angrier and angrier, okay? And is what? Oh, right. And he's rudely interrupted by a very spry, younger-looking man who taps on his shoulder, right? And he goes, excuse us, Lieutenant. And the lieutenant goes, yes, Private. I think we're being called at the drill. And he looks straight up at you and then gives a passing look at Zoya. It's the boy from last night that you knew. I'm going to say his name is Igor. So Igor looks at you and gives you a knowing look. He whispers something in the lieutenant's ear, and they reluctantly peel away. You are okay for now, but it looks like Igor is, trying to put the moves. So he walks away, just looking back at you, smiles a little bit, straightens up, and then follows his major. The men start to disperse, but the women of the 588 start getting closer to you. They all seem relieved that nothing happened to you. A lot of them seem to share the feeling that Mother Russia wants you all dead, but not that they would ever say anything. Katya. They're trying to keep their heads down, and they start about the tasks of the day. Some of you have to go repair your planes and tend to them. Some of you have a checkup with the doctor. What is on your plate? Tell me. How do you feel after this kerfuffle? Let's start with you, Zoya, because I think you might be the most affected here.
Oh, sure. So Zoya smiles, her best fake smile at Igor as he walks away, and then looks down at the ground, kind of in disgust once he's gone. And frowns and turns to Vera and says, I know that it's good that he's on our side, but it's disgusting how he presumes that he can just get into anyone's pants here that he wants to.
I agree. But you know how to play, and I think that it'll be good for the entire group if he is on our side.
It's not really a game that I want to play.
Neither is war.
That's true. We have more important things to complain about. Will you come work on our plane with me?
Yeah, I was going to say that I wanted to repair anyway. So
cool. Do we have the same plane? Do we fly in the same plane?
Well, it depends. Are you both pilots or navigators? I mean, you could be either depending on the mission, but...
would you want to be a pilot or a navigator?
I would rather be a navigator.
Cool. Okay. I'll be a pilot.
So let's say that you both, have the same plane assigned.
Yeah, and so we go to our plane.
Tell us about your plane.
Yeah, our plane is old. It's this old wooden plane, biplane, just like all the rest of them, right? What do we have painted on the back? Is there a rose or
some nose art? Yeah.
A real, just a big heart and a rose. We really girlied it.
Yes.
Because I liked that I read this in the PDF, that one of the reasons that this unit was so effective was because it was so emasculating to the Germans who were misogynistic. So we girlied it up as much as we could. Absolutely, you got shot down by the Rose and Heart plane.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cool. So I don't know, maybe the bombs need restocking on our plane or something. So do you want to roll the repair?
Yeah, let me...
1 second. Before you roll, you can't just walk up to a plane and start repairing it. You're not mechanics.
Okay.
Dimitri, who is in charge of repairing your plane, kind of walks up to you while you're, messing around the plane and goes, hey, ladies.
Oh,
What you doing?
Was this the only plane on your roster today?
You know what, Vera? I was going to help you. But now, I think I'll just let you mess with the plane until it's completely unflyable. And I will sit here and laugh.
You think it's that different than a tractor?
Yes, actually. Now I'm scared. Wait, what are you doing? No, put that down. Planes are delicate, beautiful beams. She starts caressing the side of your plane and then tracing the rose with her finger. She looks at you and goes, my dear Vera, you are strong, and you know a lot about tractors, and that's hot, but I know everything about planes, and just banging on the hood is not gonna make it fly, so give me that wrench and step away.
Wow.
All right.
I mean,
She looks at a
is
paper.
she letting me go back and take a nap? Like,
No,
is she offering to do the work that I should be doing so I can go sleep more before the mission? Because if that's the case, I am 100% with it.
Demi looks at you and goes, all right, so there are a few things I need to do for this plane. Here's the issue. We don't have any supplies because the boys just came in and raided everything. So I'm missing everything from nuts and bolts. You need to patch up the engine. All right, so I need you to go into town. Or, to the boys. I didn't say it. Who said that? Just saying, this is where parts be. She is completely ignoring Zoya, whom she does not like. And she's being very upfront and kind of all over Vera. All right. She looks you straight in the eyes and tries to run a finger on your arm, but doesn't because she has boundaries. Also, she doesn't want her finger broken because
whenever
there.
She reaches out, I just look at it. Right? Okay, so I'm not good at scrounging. Katya just got in trouble. So we shouldn't do that.
Hold on a second. Who's this dirty mechanic flirting with my wonderful lady? I'm gonna act up.
Oh. You're acting up as a hooligan, a lady, or a natural points?
I think I'm acting up like a lady because this is part of my love. This is me.
This is some lady business.
This is some lady business. Yes, thank you. Let me get that right. I got a 7. It's okay. On a 7 and 9. Oh, I was rolling plus my luck. Oh, no, plus my guts. That's right. Okay. So on a 7 and 9, make someone do what you want, ensure there are no consequences, or add 1 to the mission pool. I'm going to add 1
So what do you want?
Well, what I want is for her to stop flirting with my girl or notice that I'm here too and I'm intimidating.
Oh, she knows you're there. She is actively ignoring you to infuriate you.
Right. So, hey, I'm infuriated and I'm here. That's kind of what I want.
If we add to the mission pool, that's resources and stuff too.
Yeah, that means you can add +1 to any dice roll while you're in the plane, for navigating, wayfinding, etc.
And that is exactly what I want. I'm going to add 1 to the mission pool despite the other consequences. So there could be consequences and I don't have to get what I want. That's fine.
All right.
So we have 1 in the mission pool right now?
Yes, you have a +1 in the mission pool.
Which is super important. Those are very helpful to keep us from death when we're flying.
Yeah, people die a lot in this, so that's why I'm trying to be nice, but y'all keep starting crap, so it's really difficult.
It's a one-shot.
We can die.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. That mechanic started crap before me, don't you?
That mechanic is very skilled, and if you were nice about it, could possibly just repair the plane for free.
Yeah, she's probably good with her hands.
She is. She is PG-13, good with her hands.
Good at fixing things. So Zoya acts up and...
All right, Zoya, act up.
So what happens? What does Dimitri do?
Okay, so Zoya starts some crap, and Dimitri finally turns to face her with her clipboard and her strong arms and everything. And she looks at her and she's like, oh, you were there, yes. What do you want?
I want you to not stand so close to my lady.
Your lady?
And I'm just clearing my throat.
I mean, my navigator.
Your navigator, right. I mean, you do know that, that whole lady stuff is sort of illegal. Not that I would know.
It's absolutely illegal as of subsection
Shush,
73.
my beautiful flower.
Oh, gee.
Oh my.
Anything is legal for you. But you there, I
That's
don't
not how
trust
Russia
you.
works.
Zoya, I don't trust you. I know you're an agent of the state. Okay? You're suspicious. You're always messing about. You look weird. I don't like you. Okay? So if you want me to repair your plane so that you can fly tonight and, not get sidelined or worse, maybe, you should sweeten the deal.
Yeah. We'll go see if we can get you those parts we need.
Yeah, here's a list. She writes down on her clipboard and gives it to you. She points out the first 2 parts, which are the most important. Let's say one of them is, I don't know what's in these planes, a piston.
Ooh, yeah, that's probably there.
That's probably in there. And
I think there's a list somewhere.
And the caoutchouc thing. And then she underlines the 3rd item, and it says, sugar for my coffee. And she goes, I can't work. I have a sugar crash thing going on, so if you want me to be efficient, I really need some sugar for my coffee. Chop chop. Go along.
See if we can get these for you.
Thanks. And she looks at Vera and goes, come back anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Starts working on your plane.
And like as we leave, I'm like, I know I can hold a wrench. I know how to fix things. What
you hear Dimitri in the background going, no, you don't.
Vera, you're so much better than her at fixing everything. She's just a snobby jerk who wants attention and is lonely back here with her planes all day long. I feel bad for her, to be honest.
Oh, that is sad.
She is lonely. All right. I need to know what Katya and Irina are up to. Katya,
Is this
you want to
a
start?
good place at the 1 hour mark, to perhaps take a short rest, as it were?
Yes. I did not realize it's been an hour. Yeah,
It rushes by when you're GMing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like GMing, except I'm terrible at GMing, but
I mean, you've seen me. It's
doing a fantastic job.
You're doing great, yeah.
Very entertained.
I will not hear that grousing from either of you. Come now.
Thanks, Katya. What happened to your accent?
We're on break.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing Night Witches right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to try to eat real quick.
Yeah,
We'll be back
so
in a
we'll be
couple.
back, guys, in just a few short minutes, so stay tuned.
See you in a couple.
And we're back. Hey guys! Welcome back to Roll20CON stream. We're having lots of fun with Night Witches. Also wanted to take a quick sec before we dive back into Night Witches to tell you a little bit about Cybersmile and how we really hope that you think about donating to them. Cybersmile is the Cybersmile Foundation. They're a nonprofit organization with international reach, with global reach, that provides a lot of services from education to support to research, all about cyberbullying and helping support people who have been affected by it and prevent it from happening more in the future. So if you're interested in that, I am putting the link in Twitch chat right now. Please think about donating to them. Your donation will go entirely directly to Cybersmile. And also think about maybe buying the Teespring shirt that we made for Roll20CON, because all proceeds from that also go directly to Cybersmile. And now back to Night Witches! Yay!
Woohoo! Oh my god. I am so ready to mess all of you up.
Yep.
Ready to be missed.
Alright, so after that episode with Dimitri, I need to check up on Irina and Katya. Start with Irina.
Yeah.
What are you doing on this busy day of prepping for the night mission? Also, if you need more details on the night mission, I can give them to you.
Well, actually, I think that from my conversation with Katya, I got a little bit of a prompt because I apparently have a really crappy plane, and I think I want to go try and essentially repair it, but try to upgrade it a little bit and see if I can get some, better oil.
So you meet up with your mechanic.
Yeah.
Since you're in the same crew, I think you're assigned the same mechanic, which is our dear friend Dimitri.
Oh, goody.
Dimitri has a lot of respect for you because she thinks you're a great pilot. She also thinks you're too young for her, so don't worry about her trying to hit on you.
Yay.
All right. So
I don't think
Dimitri,
I noticed any of that. I'm just relieved that.
Oh no! When Dimitri starts hitting on you, you notice.
Yeah, but I mean, in absence of it, I'm not aware and grateful. I'm just yeah, this is how it should be.
Sweet. Yeah, you two bond over talking planes. So you'll find her sorting through the scraps left and grumbling to herself about the 218 boys.
Yeah. Isn't there anything better, any better quality stuff that I can get for my plane?
Sorry, sweetie. I wish there were, but we've kind of been raided. They use the same old excuses. And, gotta do what we gotta do. I do have some parts, though. I might have lied a little bit earlier to that dreadful Zoya and the adorable Vera. But I do have some things. I was just keeping them for your plane.
I'm so grateful.
We can do some upgrades if you want to. Well, what were you thinking?
Well, I'd really like to patch that hole in the side because it's sort of acting like a window, but it's not good for, wind coming through. It kind of messes up that whole thing.
Sweetie, I love you, but you need to stop flying so close to the Germans. That hole is called a bullet hole. And every time you come back from a mission, I patch at least 12. I guess I missed that one, so thank you for pointing it out. I will take care of it. Your plane gained stability and is now quieter because you have.
That wasn't really a reach out. No, I was repairing. So okay.
No, it was a repair. What noodle? Sorry.
Well, I reached out to you earlier, so if you needed to remove that stress, you should have been able to do that.
I know. I can't remember how stress works in the game.
If you're stressed and you remain stressed, I can assign you 1 harm before the mission, which I have been reluctant to do because it's so easy to die. Basically, 3 harms and you're dead.
Yeah.
But it's easy to get and lose stress, so...
Yeah,
it's true,
that's right.
But so far we've been losing poker games, getting in fights with commanders, pissing off the mechanic, and being extremely gay in public. So
brutally fair.
So we haven't done anything to lose stress.
I'm okay with dying, by the way.
Me too.
That's fine.
So do I lose stress from having this good conversation with my repairman?
Yeah, she gives you some coffee. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any sugar, and you share a nice warm coffee cup while she continues to work on your plane. You feel relaxed, rejuvenated, and energized by the caffeine.
Now I can fly.
I guess I'll remove 1 harm from you.
Yes.
Because you were stressed out, so that's 1 harm. But by the way, that it's probably fair because you've been acting up so much. But Katya, you have a harm from stress.
That's perfectly acceptable.
Right. So be careful.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So your plane is in good shape, Irina, and you feel relaxed. Do you want to go find you're a pilot usually, although during briefings you can just be shifted around to be whatever the company needs.
Mm-hmm.
But you're usually a pilot. So do you want to go find a navigator, convince an NPC to be your navigator?
I think
that you don't
Katya
risk
would
that?
be happy to be a navigator. I think we could keep it all in the family here.
Keep it in the family. All right. That means the 3rd plane, because each crew is like 3 planes and 6 people, will have to be all NPCs. And since we're short on people, let's say Anya is going to fly the 3rd plane, probably.
Okay.
We'll get to it when we get to it. Anyways, Katya, what are you doing? You have been raising heck.
Yeah, Katya has after being told off for the 3rd time in the day, Katya is finally, I think the last bit of drunkenness and from last night has sort of left her, and she's now the only way to keep myself and my wingmate safe is to stay out of people's line of sight. So she's actually been poring over the maps. She was told specifically by Anya that tonight they need to have a good showing in order to be seen as valuable. So she is going over the planned routes and also trying out routes of her own that she thinks might be less visible to the Germans. She's trying to plan out when they'll have to cut engines in order to start their bombing runs. And she is putting every ounce of her creativity and intelligence into trying to make tonight's mission the smoothest it possibly can be.
All right. Is there any move you can do to try to gain a +1 to the mission pool with that? Because that seems like some pretty effective.
That sounds... Let's see.
I think the only way to get it is to reach out.
To reach out.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to reach out to anybody? I would... I mean, you do it, Ivan, but maybe you shouldn't act up anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna... Oh, even though I'm so good at acting up. Okay.
Do it. Sorry.
Let's reach out.
Listen.
Well, since Anya is not in the scene right now, and I have to make it up to her, I think I will try and reach out to her because she's my CO, and it just seems most appropriate.
A good opportunity for you to reach out to Anya would be during one of the 2 meals you eat per day, where the whole regiment gets together and is served what is usually hot meals. So let's say it is. Did they have brunch in Soviet Russia? They have brunches now. So Soviet Russia has brunch. So you all get together for a late
The revolution was worth it.
I know, right? Mimosas for everyone, comrades. So it is brunch time, breakfast time, and everyone's getting together for their first hot meal of the day. The mechanics are here, the pilots are here, whichever ones haven't gone to the city to scrounge for stuff. And you are poring over your maps with a cup of coffee while shoveling down some warm oatmeal. Usually you have eggs or, sometimes meat, stuff like that. But the men who are at, a few feet away from you have requisitioned all of your good food. So now you're eating bland oatmeal and you don't even have sugar. And you can see Dimitri, visibly upset, eating non-sugared oatmeal on the other side of the room. Everyone is here, including your commander. So Anya is sitting, mulling over paperwork, much like you are. So very similar scenes. You have your maps. She looks at you like she gives you an inquisitive look, and she seems satisfied. She tries not to smile, but she smiles a little bit, and she goes back to her paperwork, and there's a lot of it.
And what is her rank again?
Let me look at the paper because I lost all of the ranks.
If anybody else wants to help me think of questions that will make us have to look things up, I'm definitely open. I always do this.
What's the latitude and longitude of
Yeah.
the base we're staying at? Real quick, Alex.
Hey, can we
sorry,
get a
what?
quick spot check on the
No, I'm being
Yeah.
a jerk. You're fine. Please keep
Yeah,
doing.
please keep
One thing you should keep in mind, though, as you're doing the maps, is that this is the closest you've ever been to the water, and in order to, since you're planning routes, you can actually plan to, instead of flying over the marshes and the land, fly around over the water to get to the Germans, which they will not expect, but it's also way, way more dangerous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they're like, just think of it as a coast type topography with water, and then the Germans are on the other side. I can draw it for you if you want, but I feel like you have a pretty good grasp. You asked me what
Anya's
Anya
rank was.
is. Anya is your squadron commander.
Okay. So, after getting a little bit of a smile, Katya slides her plate down across from Anya, and goes, "Commander, would you mind if I shared this bit of table with you?"
Anya looks up at you. She seems a little bit confused, but she nods and says, "Please, Private."
I have been looking over the planned routes for this evening, and I have thoughts. If you would be willing to entertain them, I would much appreciate it. She's trying her hardest to be demure and polite right now, which is like seeing a ghost.
Yeah, Anya is a bit thrown off and amused, but she doesn't want to break the spell, so she kind of stops everything she's doing and very calmly folds her hands together and goes, "Go on."
We have planned a longer route around the lake. It's obviously would be a much louder approach if we were to go over the lake, which would be very dangerous. But I was thinking the women in the crew are very, very good pilots. If we cut engines and coasted over the lake, starting from a higher altitude coming in, it would be deadly silent, and we would be there upon the Germans much, much quicker.
Anya understands what you're saying, but she seems a bit worried. She says, "You do understand that what you're proposing is extremely dangerous, and if something goes wrong, you won't have time to start your engines back up in time to clear the water, right?"
I understand this, and I would not suggest this plan if the other women in our flight crew did not agree. But I think we can do it, and I think this is the best option. We'll hit them fast, we'll hit them hard, and then we will be gone.
Anya seems to be thinking. She has something to prove, as you all know. And she looks over at the 218 regiment, just kind of brouhahaing a few feet away from you, and she would like to stick it to them. She would really like the 588 to be the one to really win the spot. So she wants you to prove yourself and basically to dissipate the doubts around you. She cares very much about the women in her squadron, so she seems convinced. You know, she looks at you and she says, "You are an experienced pilot, and you're one of the best here, and you know what you're doing. Just be careful, prep your girls, and if you're confident in the moment that this is the right thing to do, attempt it."
I will bring this to them. If they agree, we will do it. Thank you for your time, Commander. And I'm sorry about earlier.
She takes a sip of her coffee and nods and waves you away. "Thank you, Katya. Dismissed."
Okay.
All right, so that seemed like a super successful reach shot. No need to roll anything.
Woo!
Should we still roll
The dice have not been kind today, but
Right.
I will roll nonetheless.
We could get a point for the mission pool.
Oh, it's a 4.
That's not good.
That's bad.
That's
I'm
incredibly
sorry.
bad.
I didn't hear any of that. I heard no roll as per the GM.
Yeah, that's true. My hand must have slipped.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I reached out earlier and I rolled a 10 on that one, and we didn't take any mechanical benefits from it, so we could just use that one.
Yeah. The worst
I
thing that
mean,
can
this is
happen-
highly irregular. But honestly, wait. Let's see. Let's say you rolled a 7. What would
Mhm.
happen? You get what you want, but why is there so much book in here?
There's so much book in there.
I'm seriously lost.
Aw.
Where is
What are
the?
you looking for?
Oh, reach out. Okay.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Seriously, 7, 9. Choose one.
Aw.
Yeah,
One
so a
harm.
7 or 9, you get to choose one, and you could add one to the mission pool.
Okay, you can either add one to the mission pool or remove harm from yourself, which are effectively kind of similar. I don't know.
I'm going to add one to the pool. I do have the harm of stressed on me right now. You know what? It might be more appropriate to remove the harm of stressed, because I did just sort of have a heart-to-heart where I apologized to my commander.
Mm.
So I will do that.
That seems.
Well,
fair.
if you're removing harm, you can remove one from you and from your friend. Is anyone else harmed?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I don't
I
think
guess-
I got one ever.
Oh, okay.
But I also wanted to talk to Anya.
Okay. All right. Well, Anya is still at. Apparently, this meal is called the supper. The first meal, the breakfast meal, is called the supper for some reason.
Cool.
But yeah, Anya is still
There.
spilling coffee over her paperwork and grumbling, but she seems to be in a fairly better mood. Let's remove the harm from you, Katya. You are relaxed and you feel confident about the confidence coming back for tonight's mission. Where are you going? Just so I know. What did you do after this? Are you still in the room? Or are you still in the dining area, or did you go back?
I guess still in the dining area, right?
All right, just so I can paint a picture in my mind, we have one of the tables where Anya is bent over her paperwork, and a few seats down on the opposite side, we have you, Katya, energetically poring over your maps and waiting for your crew to show up to eat so that you can share with them. All right. Vera, where
Yeah.
are you? How's your heart collecting going?
So, our squadron commander told us this morning to come to her if we needed anything. And so that's what I'm doing.
All right, you found her in a good mood.
Yes, good. So I'm going to scrounge, but it's parts that are desperately needed for our mission tonight. So I'm just rolling straight because I'm going through the appropriate channels. So
Okay.
wish me luck. I mean, don't wish me luck. My luck is terrible. Okay. So I got a 7.
Oh, thank God.
So I'm going to choose that I incur a debt,
Okay.
and that I attract unwanted attention.
Oof.
'Cause
All
I'm
right.
not
Well, you
gonna get
are
poor
big
quality
and
stuff.
buff.
Mhm.
All right. Gotcha. So approach your squadron commander, who is in a good mood. So I don't know how you're about to muck this up, but you know.
It might not be unwanted attention from her.
That's true. I mean, Dimitri is lounging about.
on
Can
a
I say I love Dimitri?
Oh, you wanted your ship repaired. No, Squadron Commander, Anya,
Right.
your last name.
Bliss the Flufflofa.
No. I'm afraid, this morning you said that we should come to you if we need anything, and myself and Zoya, we need something.
She looks up at you. You haven't been known to start trouble. She likes you. You have similar, strong women background. And her talk has been productive. She's had a productive day. She stops scribbling and goes, yes, how can I help you?
Today I went to go check on our plane for our mission this evening, and it would seem that it is in need of repairs, and it would seem that the parts that we had set aside are no longer available.
What? What happened to them?
So Vera's like just looks a little bit over towards where the men are sitting and then looks back and says, things go missing. I've heard from time to time.
Okay, Anya immediately understands what you're saying, and she calls over Dimitri, who is somehow in possession of some chocolate and just kind of scarfing it down. Dimitri, come here. Dimitri goes over. Yes, Commander? So, what's the situation with the whole repair of Vera's plane? Dimitri goes, oh, well, we're missing some parts, and I did ask her and Zoya if they could, look for what I need in order to make the plane functional. And, I guess that's what they're doing. And he goes, okay, what? Well, I do remember you having the parts. And Dimitri looks over at the men and goes, and that's when Anya notices the chocolate in Dimitri's hands and goes, where'd you get that? I don't think we received any chocolate. And Dimitri is kind of embarrassed and goes, I found it. And he goes, found it where?
And I'm doing the hard bore stare at Dimitri.
Yeah.
Did you trade plane parts for chocolate?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just used my swear.
Dimitri kind of starts eating the chocolate faster as if she's trying to get through it before.
Yes!
Anya grabs her hand and goes Dimitri, where did you get the damn chocolate? Dimitri is I treated it. And Anya's what did you trade it for? And Dimitri's I repaired some of the dude's planes and might have used a couple parts.
Oh, man.
Vera, tell me about your feelings.
Well, I do get the parts. I know that happens at the end of this, so. So, Dimitri, you go back over there and you get the parts to fix my plane. I will do whatever you need. I will stay up an extra night and help you repair after this mission.
Anya taps you on the shoulder and goes, I don't think the problem here is Dimitri. I think the problem here is we need to get parts back from the men. And if they're already in their planes, then we have an issue. Dimitri looks really guilty. She's stopped eating the chocolate because she kind of choked on the last bit. And she says she's sorry. Dimitri looks at Anya and says, I'm sorry, it's just been so long since I had chocolate. I didn't know they were going to break their plane in this very specific way. In my defense, I did not know that was the part that was going to go missing, so I didn't think too much of it. And I was just, I'm sorry, I might have been a little drunk. Anya is furious. Drunk. Okay, so you're not only bartering with the men and swapping vital parts for, okay, I'm not mad. I am fine. This is okay.
I thought I was going to get the unwanted attention, but I guess it was Dimitri, huh?
Yep, it sure is Dimitri. Pray she doesn't become one of your pilots/navigators. So yeah, Dimitri is a mess, and Anya is upset but trying to keep it under control because she doesn't want the men to hear. She basically drags Dimitri away and motions for you to come with, and basically keeps dragging her until she gets to your plane. Right? She looks at Dimitri and she goes all right, so there are about 25 mechanics here. You are going to take whatever chocolate you have left, go through each and every last one of them, and find the spare parts, or so help me God, I am... She doesn't want to do this because she knows how big an accusation it is when you call someone a spy or an enemy of the state. But she says between her teeth, I will brand you an enemy of the state and report you to the NKVD. Do you hear me?
Ooh.
We need these parts and these repairs before tonight, and I am sick of your attitude, okay? You're cute. We get it. You get away with a lot. This needs to stop. All right? And this has been like a really intense session of whisper yelling. But you get what you want. Dimitri is going to go forth and scrounge for you for those parts and repair the plane.
And I'm just very respectfully to Anya, I'm like, thank you so much.
Anya is so mad she can't speak. She kind of just mumbles something at you, and she just stomps away.
We will have great success in our mission. Thanks
She
to
looks-
you.
She looks back at you, she's like... She is tired. She's been doing this for a long, long time. And she just wants to be, thinks to be okay for one day. Just one day. She walks away. She finds her coffee. And she's now in a real bad mood. So good luck to whoever's going to come next and try to talk to her. All right, so you scrounged. You got what you wanted. You incurred a debt towards Anya. So, yeah. And Dimitri attracted unwanted attention. Well,
All right.
Dimitri kind of deserves it, to be honest. She's been a loose cannon. All right. Vera, are you going to tell Zoya about this?
You know what? I definitely am. Zoya, do I know that you are a sleeper?
Nope.
Probably not, right? Yeah. Then I'll definitely spill every little bit of beans.
Ugh.
Sorry.
So with the intention of
Just gossip. Like, I'm just gossiping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Being like, oh my god, I went to go get the parts, and Dimitri was there, and she was eating chocolate. And hey, guess where she got it? She traded parts and labor with the men for it. Can you even believe that? That's why our plane is having such a hard time. Anyway, I talked with Anya. Now Dimitri has to go fix it anyway and go and get help from the other mechanics. But, what an afternoon.
Zoya spits on the ground again when you mentioned the 288th.
Yeah.
Or 218th, I can't remember. And
218.
What is it?
It's 218.
Yeah. Okay, cool. 218th, yeah. And she says, well, I think it's for the best. I don't frankly think that we need Dimitri's help to fix our own plane. You know how to fix machines just fine. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be in working order by tonight.
Yeah. And she...
Hope so.
Yeah, so, I don't know, she spent some time with you, I don't know which she does. Maybe she opens up to you somehow, like, I want to do a reach out, but I'm not sure what about. Did you just gossip to her? So maybe she would be like, yeah, I worked with someone like her before, and
what happened to them?
well, yeah, maybe she'll let something out that kind of that hints that she is a zealot, that she does report people, and you might be the only person who would catch it because you're closest to her. And she's like, I'm just saying, people should be careful what they say around me.
Well, I did say earlier that there were rumors on the base about you, so it might be that she just doesn't want to believe them, and that's why she's been resisting it for so long.
It's true.
That is true.
Okay, I'll try to roll for it if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It could be good or bad. Oh, it's a 5. That's fine.
We gotta revisit our definition of fine.
Fine, like the room is on fire.
All
Fine.
right. You roll You roll. Nobody rolls for anything.
Completely theater of the mind. You do whatever you want. It's anarchy.
Yeah, we're getting all the bad rolls out
Witches-
now. For the bombing run, it's going to be great.
In the game of Night Witches, you roll and you die.
Oh no.
So, unamiss, my efforts are ineffective, misunderstood, or understood all too clearly.
That's the one.
So, yeah. So I think instead of having empathy, maybe you're suddenly like, "What the fuck who is this person I'm dating?"
Yeah.
What the heck?
Sorry.
Yeah. What? There's your one.
And I think Zoya will actually go, and like that was her next move. She's pissed at Dimitri. She's done with her attitude and flirting with Vera, and she's gonna report her.
Oh man.
Oh,
Whoa.
dang.
Hey, that shouldn't, culminate for a day or two, though, at least, right?
Surely.
Crap just got
Surely.
real.
Crap just got real.
Okay, honestly, I just want to take a second and be like, this is awesome. I love all of you, and I'm having so much fun.
Betrayal.
Oh my god.
Yay.
We should keep
All
going.
right. Wait,
Like after
Wait,
this.
I have a question though. Should we roll on Dimitri's repair of the plane, or because Vera gets what she wants, that's it? It's happened.
I think it's just up to you, whatever. If there's any drama for the repair, but Dimitri's an NPC, so Dimitri doesn't need to roll anything.
No. Also, I don't want to roll anything ever again.
The dice are scary now.
Yeah, the dice is not dice are not my friend.
We only have to
truly
stay alive
random.
for another hour, guys.
Yeah, we got this.
Oh, we can do it.
And a bit.
We can do it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's totally up to you.
Okay. Let me look up my GM moves for a second because I hear those are interesting and fun, and I have totally been using them this entire time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can bring my gender into it. Show them.
Oh, I'll bring your gender into it.
Oh, it's been brought. It has been brought in.
So I know, I'm sure you all remember, but there have been suspicious men kind of mulling about, especially now that the 218 is stationed with you, and they've been taking notes and kind of keeping an eye on all of you. And there's been some reports made, which is why your squadron commander is extremely stressed out right now. Anya, take one heart. Anyways. So you okay, Zoya, you've reached out, and it didn't go the way you wanted it to go.
Right.
What do you do now?
Oh, do you mean just about the reach out?
Well, it didn't go as planned, right? So are you gonna right now report her? Are you gonna stew on it? Are you gonna go talk to your comrades? What is happening? What's in your head?
Well, how does Vera respond to because it would depend on probably what she did. Is she
So they're just talking or whatever. Then Zoya lets slip people should watch what they say around me, and it's click 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 click, right? And she's like, oh, that's a great point, and is just gonna avoid that. Vera's whole modus operandi this far has been ignore how terrible everything is.
Yeah,
That's a good way to deal with war.
Yeah, and then that will definitely never be trauma later. Definitely not. Let's not think about that. Maybe we'll die in a plane.
Are you
not have to worry about it?
Are you stressed out, maybe?
I think that might shake Vera into a point of stress, because so far the relationship with Zoya has been one of the things that let her disassociate from the terror of war.
Aww.
Yeah.
Right.
That's rough.
Well, Vera tends to kind of be more resistant to stress, so I'm going to put a strain on you, but I'm not going to inflict harm on you yet.
Okay.
Because you just got what you wanted from Anya, so you are, all in all, in a pretty okay mood. Also,
but it means that Vera from here on out is not gonna be palling around? Like she's just now wants to get on with the mission?
No, I think it's more that you're going to be more cautious with the women around you when Zoya is around. When it's just the two of you, you're going to be kind of your happy-go-lucky self. But when someone who could get harmed, since you understood what she was saying, is in the vicinity, like, I don't know, say Katya, or a young, innocent, fresh face like Irina, you are going to be a little bit more protective of them, and that's going to incur some stress. If
my role is protector, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zoya, how are you feeling? Are you stressed out? You reached out. It didn't work.
Yeah. So Zoya is very perceptive, right? She's a spy. And so she's kind of watching Vera's reactions and like how maybe, you know, she's like fiddling with some like her fingers or something. I don't know what she does when she's nervous, or like you know, she sees her trying to block out this truth about Zoya. And Zoya gets real down about that. Like that makes her pretty sad.
I think you're telling me that this inflicted +1 harm on Zoya.
Yeah. It broke her heart a little, but
join the club.
But she obviously wants to take that out on Dimitri, because that makes sense.
That's a healthy way of dealing with your issues.
I'm not saying Dimitri won't like it, but you know.
Not that kind to take it out on.
No, Dimitri won't enjoy this, I don't think. Unfortunately. Yeah, so she's just gonna like redirect her sadness, and none of this is her fault. Everything she's doing is right and just, you know, she's looking for enemies of the state. And legitimately Dimitri is one now. So hey, gonna go report that.
That is true. I do remember giving a few of you letters. I mean, Anya gave some of you letters from home.
That's right.
I got a letter, and Katya got a letter. Let's while Zoya excuses herself, might as well go into this letter.
Right. Well, I mean, first I want to check in with Irina, if you don't mind me jumping around a little bit, because we haven't heard from her since supper. Irina, what have you been up to? How was supper? Did you happen to like see any of this? Did you get wind of what Dimitri did? Because the base is buzzing a little bit. They saw Anya get angry at Dimitri, but nobody knows exactly what it's about, right?
I think I'm trying to remember what Katya was doing, because I was thinking I would go and sit with my navigator.
She was poring over maps, so...
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, that's what I did then, because I'm very excited to get flying. And I want to go over the plan and make sure that we're ready and just get up in the air. Yeah.
All right, so Katya and Irina, I guess you're both hanging out and looking over these maps. What do you do? Yeah. Tell me about everything. Tell me your feelings.
How long have you flown with a cut engine? Before in your life? How far have you made it?
I mean, as far as I could, but I only got to fly this little plane that my grandpa had. So I'm really good at landing, because I kind of had to, sometimes unintentionally.
This is good. That is the sign of an air woman who knows her way around the sky. But how would you feel about flying for 2 kilometers full with no engines?
So with no engine, how would that work?
It would be tricky. We'd be losing quite a bit of speed. But if you can see here, she pulls up the map and like takes out her route. If we were to cross this water with our planes, which are less than Soviet grade, we would be making quite a bit of noise. But if we cut, we have a direct line to the fascists.
This is interesting.
I will admit I cannot do this. It is beyond my scope. But you,
I can do this.
I think you can.
I could do this.
Are you acting up like a natural-born Soviet?
Yeah!
Yes.
All right.
I can do the crap out of this. That's a
Let's
roll.
say you have a medal because you flew so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can roll.
Poof, the medal
And-
appears.
You know, roll a 5.
Plus
Come
1 for
on!
metal. Plus 1.
Plus, but I don't have
That does.
That's not enough. Oh no.
But I can do this. I think I can do this.
Okay.
I can do this. Wait, so how does that fair work?
Because you're acting up, right?
You're
Yeah.
acting up.
And acting up, as I choose
It just
remember
means-
how it works.
There will be trouble.
Yeah.
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 So we didn't get a resource, and there will be trouble.
There will be trouble. Which, hey, we're trying a risky mission.
Mm-hmm.
Of course there's going to be trouble. We're still going to do it, and we're maybe still going to kick butt at it because I'm so good at flying planes.
Oh my god. Irina is full of enthusiasm and just kind of...
I'm excited by the challenge. I'm actually, like, getting kind of, like, antsy and jittery, and I'm, like, tapping everything that's next to me, and I'm like, come on. I've got
And
the...
this is when Anya's walking back from whatever the heck she was doing, and she sees you getting really excited. And she looks at you, and she sees your patriotic spirit, and she wants to start singing, but also she remembers what happened last time someone tried singing. She doesn't want anyone to roll any dice. I mean... So she looks at you, and she gives you a salute, and she, wants you to know that she has confidence in you, and she doesn't know that you just rolled a 5. So you feel invigorated. So you're not actually stressed out by the fact that, this might not actually work. But you're excited. You're excited, and everyone else is excited. Katya, how do you feel about this? You know she's excited, but you also know that she doesn't seem to know exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, looking her over. I mean, again, Katya really admires Irina's skills. Like she knows when she is bested by another pilot, and she knows that this plan is going to depend on somebody who's very skilled. She sees the enthusiasm on her face, but there's none of the more grim determination that she was kind of searching for. She's just seeing a younger girl not fully realizing the risk that she's taking on. And I think Katya's going to get stressed over this, probably.
Oh my god. Well, this is war.
This
ladies.
is war, baby.
Everyone is stressed out. I mean, there are dadzies at the gates, and, our planes kind of suck. Our mechanic is a weird lesbian, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but
it's a good thing most days.
Maybe repair some planes every now and then.
But I'm not going to throw away my shot, guys.
Oh, that guy died.
Yep.
All right, or I don't even know. Well, I mean, on the bright side, your planes are in working condition, if not, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They all can fly. You have a plan, thanks to Katya, who has worked everything out, and you can take a moment to relax because it's been a really long day. So now that you've done like a few of your chores, you know of some women who were sent to the men's barracks to do some of the laundry because apparently the 218 is too good to do laundry. So that's a little bit irritating. Yeah. Yeah, they're gross. They're gross boys, and I hope they all fall to the Germans.
I like it.
All right, and it's that time of the day where you can either nap or try to, scrounge up a little bit more for your mission pool. So, what are you doing to relax? Are you going to reach out to your families? Are you going to read those letters? What's happening? what's happening in camp on this nice afternoon of horrible war.
I know what Irina's going to do. Irina is too excited to nap, but she is going to write home to her grandfather, who taught her how to fly.
Oh, nice. So you're reaching out to your grandfather.
I am, and she's writing, so excited in writing that, like, it's really chicken scratchy, even more so than usual. And but writing all about this mission that she's about to go on, that she's super excited about. And she's writing this letter even knowing that if anybody saw it, it would get redacted because she's talking about way too specific stuff, but she just has to write it down.
Well, when you reach out by a letter to distant friends and family, your mail is invariably read, so your grandpa will receive the letter. Now, whether he gets it redacted or not is another issue. All right. Do you want to roll on that reach out?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot.
Attempt.
Yeah, let's see how that writing goes. Oops. And I roll an 8.
Woo!
Hey!
I successfully write a letter.
You did it!
All right. So now you can either remove a harm from yourself or your friend, or change a target and or tone of a currently filled regards thought. We're not doing regards right now. Although if we were, Vera and Zoya have regard for each other. I'm pretty sure. And maybe Irina has regard for her plane, and pretty sure Katya has regard for Irina.
Yeah, I even wrote it down in my sheet, though we're not using it.
I mean, we are technically using it, but we feel free to throw it in there. It's just that we didn't mention it until now. All right. Which one? Or you can add one to the mission pool.
Actually, I want to add one to the mission pool.
Yeah, we're going to need that pool.
Yeah.
So we're at +3. Irina, you said you're a pilot, but you're an owl.
Yeah.
Owls tend to be navigators. Interesting.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that.
We sort of did.
Move.
We did like a roll swap here.
I even took the special move for navigating the wayfinding move.
Oh my god! I was going to say you have a specific wayfinding move.
There will be trouble.
I just really want to be a pilot.
I took the special landing move too, so.
Well, thankfully for you, your section leader, who I guess in this case, because your section leader was reported to the NKVD in a really dramatic incident last month, Anya will fill in the role of section leader and will assign you your positions during briefings. So I don't know. She might be smart about it, or she might be so freaking stressed out that, she just lets you do whatever.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Will see. All right. So, chores and relaxation / nap time. What are you doing? Zoya.
Zoya doesn't nap. She goes to talk to the NKD. She waits. No, I think she'll probably go to like make her report or whatever. And we don't have to roleplay that. We could like skip over that too.
How bad was it?
Yeah. How bad was it?
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. Something was uncomfortable about it.
Go ahead.
Maybe that she was reporting. One, she was reporting another woman, and two, she was reporting another gay woman. I think both those things made her kind of sad.
Speaking of gay, when you report this to your superior, he makes very pointed remarks about Dimitri's lesbianism, and then looks at you very, sustains a long look at you, a look that says, "Be careful, because I know about you too."
Oh boy.
Just be real careful where those PG-13 hands go. All right? So you have been warned by your superior. He thanks you for your service.
Cool.
He sends you back. He says something will be done about the chocolate-eating air mechanic.
Awesome.
All right. Vera and Katya, you both have letters. You don't care what your
I want to read my letter. Yeah,
you cannot let your letter. Your letter is burned in a fire. No, I'm just kidding.
No! We rolled bad too many times.
I am bleed.
Go ahead, Vera. Tell us about your letter.
So it's a letter from home. And Vera's family is very stoic, not a lot of flowery words. So it's like a list of how the calving season went. How many new calves they have in the herd, how many chickens were hatched.
I'm getting emotional over here.
Things like that, and then a sentence or two about each of Vera's many siblings, and maybe it's signed by all of them, no matter how well they can read and write at this point in their little lives. So it makes Vera cry a lot into a pillow quietly, or no one can see the weakness.
No one can see you. Can actually no one see you, ladies? Is anyone nearby?
Vera tries to read things alone, or if not alone, laying in a cot, turned away from people, so she can cry quietly into her hand.
I think we'd probably be in the barracks, but there's a sort of mutual respect where you don't notice if somebody's crying over a letter.
Yeah.
Unless you're a sparrow.
Yeah.
Maybe I think my absence might be really good because my comfort isn't there.
Yeah, right. Which is now a sticky comfort or a weird comfort.
It was always a sticky comfort.
My bad. But yeah, so Vera would like to write back, and Vera's letter back gives absolutely no battle information, nothing, but just a lot of patriotism. And the very big ideas of fighting for the motherland and stuff like that, but not I might die or anything like that. So just a pretty morale based.
So you're writing a letter. That's usually a reach out. You want to roll?
Yeah. Revealing a significant truth, I guess, would be that Vera definitely lies about how scared she is because she doesn't want to bother her family with it and keep them in good spirits. An 8. So I'll remove one of my harm. I'll remove my harm.
Right. You can also remove one of your friend's harms as well.
Who else is harmed?
I've got stress. Yeah, I think everybody's got stress.
Is it stress or do I have harm? I think
you have a harm.
I do? Okay.
Yeah, you have a harm. I'm pretty sure, Katya, you have a harm by now after Irina's whole shtick. And Zoya has a harm from being super stressed out.
So how about
especially now that she was threatened.
Yeah, but Mission Pool. It's also good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Mission Pool or remove harm from me and Zoya?
Either one is fine. I think 3 is actually pretty good for the Mission Pool. That's how much we have now. So.
Yep.
Then I'll remove a harm from me and Zoya. So after I finish my letter, I'll go and drop it off at the mailbox or whatever, find Zoya, and then we probably can't get away to anywhere super private, but just do the hand squeeze, the I'm not mad at you hand squeeze.
Cool. Yeah, I'm into that. And Zoya looks a little more nervous than usual when you do that. Even though it's pretty on the DL, she looks over her shoulder just in case.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, the men are distracted by prepping for tonight's combat and getting some sleep, so nobody sees you. And you two feel happy and, a little bit more relaxed.
I'm absolutely ignoring the things I know.
Good job.
But
That's
Katya,
what true love is all about.
Do you want to read your letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, Katya.
So I got a letter from my little sister. So I guess the last letter like had some things that could potentially put her in danger. She was grousing a bit about the rations. So what's the tone of this letter?
Your sister writes to you, and you can tell that this was written with someone over her shoulder.
Ooh.
The tone has shifted. She just reiterates how grateful she is to the state, and she says how happy she is to be able to work for the motherland. And then, in a more sincere sounding paragraph, she tells you how much she loves you and misses you and prays for your safe return every night and just wants to hear from you.
Okay. So I think the letter that I write back is sort of like in muted tones, telling her that it's a good idea to stay in line. Like definitely over what I've experienced over the last couple hours is like now I feel a deeper concern and I want her safe, especially with that close call with her first letter dropping to the ground. So I sort of like write something back that the cold only comes for people who don't wear a jacket, and sort of like trying to edge her into a less rabble-rousy state, but revealing like a bit of my fear and nervousness as well. And I think that's the truth that I'm dropping as I try to reach out once more in a roll of 5. Ugh!
Uh-oh.
Ugh!
So close.
So close.
Yeah,
It's always so close.
All right. Well, the letter gets to your sister, but she's been having such a hard time that by the time the letter reaches her, she is unsure what you're trying to say because she's always known you to be a rabble rouser.
Mhm.
So she starts to look for some code in your words, and she seems to think that what you're actually telling her is to start fighting the state covertly and
Oh my
organizing.
god.
So this is not going to come into play now, obviously, because
Oh,
it's going to take
boy.
a few days to get to her and all of that. But your sister is about to start some ish. I mean, you don't know that yet, obviously,
Yeah.
but this is setting things up for our 15-day-long one-shot.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, your sister is now La Resistance. So,
Oh, snap.
Not a good thing to be in Russia.
I mean,
Really, most places.
only 25 million people died if you think about it.
Yeah. What are the odds?
All right, everyone. How are we feeling? What are you doing?
Are we getting close to the mission?
Getting close.
Should we take a quick break before we mission it up?
Yeah.
Yes, let's call it everyone's napping now because you really need that nap.
Nap time!
All right.
All right, guys.
Sweet.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Donate.
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 Cybersmile.
Cybersmile.
For Mother Russia.
Yeah! Out. Hey, we're back. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
What's gonna happen next with Night Witches?
Let's find out.
It is the night.
Together. We might die.
I mean, we might also die realistically apart, but you know, no one's thinking about that right now.
Not right now.
What are you talking about? The rolls have been so good.
That was
I
so
know
cute.
and you know what? The rulebook is kind of fun with this because it's kind of like be nice to your players, but also when it's time to die, it's time to die. This is war, and I'm like, which one is it?
Well, it's a one shot, and we have 40 minutes, so feel free to kill all of us.
Die.
I kind
Yeah.
of want all of us to die.
I'm gonna bring your genders into it and then execute you for
Oh,
being lesbians.
All right.
Cool. That's accurate.
All right. So the sun is setting. The ladies of the 588 are starting to wake up from their semi-peaceful slumber. The Germans have somehow chilled today, so you've been able to get some sleep. You all feel refreshed. Please God, don't die. All right, you all meet at the airfields for your ritual briefing. If you remember correctly, last week there was some drama where your section leader was outed by someone in your section, we don't know who might be a spy, and they were dragged away kicking and screaming to be further investigated. So you're now out as section leader. So the person who has to assign the navigators and pilots for each plane is your commander, Anya, who is exhausted. So you're all in a file in front of their planes, and she marches down. You salute each other. She says, at ease. The sun is setting, and you're losing light quickly, which for the Night Witches is a good thing, because you're not the, how do I say the P word but nicely? You're not the cowards from the 218 who can only fly in daylight. No, you're the Night Witches.
The petunias? We're not the petunias?
Yes, you're not the delicate petunias from 218 who need sunlight and real planes and all of that crap to fly. No, you can do it. You're actually super hyper qualified, and you're going to fly in the night and harass those Germans so they cannot get a night's sleep and they are exhausted. Anya gives a rousing speech, but you can tell that she's nervous. Listen, I had a speech written for Anya, and now I can't find it, so that's great.
No.
So the gist of it is,
Is that what she
great.
says?
Okay.
I had a speech written, but I can't find it.
Actually, you know what? Yeah.
Let's just all sing the song from the League of Our Own while we wait. And the members of the All-Russian League.
Spurred on by your song, Anya suddenly remembers her speech and gives it.
That's the nerdiest thing I've heard today, Suzanne, by the way. That you know
I know that song by heart. Come from cities near and far. We got Canadians, Irish ones, and Swedes. We're all for one, we're one for all. We're all Americans. Okay, I'm done.
Amazing.
I am disappointed that we didn't all know that song.
I'm not American. That's all I have to say. So Irina is dragged away by a bunch of KGB officials. And no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
She was singing about being American, okay? This is like
the Americans are allies right now. We haven't quite started up that rivalry yet.
Yeah.
I guess.
We didn't start hacking anything yet.
All right, so Anya clears her throat, says she had a speech prepared, but you all know you're great. She trusts and loves you. Sorry for being mushy, and it's been a long day. She says, you know what, we're going to just assign the planes right now. I know Private Trishina had a very unusual plan for the section. So, you know, Soviet speed. And you can do it. All right. So, the first plane, we're going to have a team of Katya, Trishita, and Irina Pashnikova. Hey. I know Irina really wants to be a pilot.
I do. I am a pilot.
The visual is so good.
Anya looks visibly
I forgot this was
conflicted.
reflective.
Nice. Anya looks visibly conflicted as she knows that Irina's real skill is in wayfinding and she should be navigator. And she knows that Katya, despite her lack of confidence, is the better pilot.
Not according to my stats, but yes.
Yeah, she looks at Katya and gives her a knowing, like a questioning look. She takes her apart and whispers to her, "How do you feel about letting Irina pilot while you navigate? She needs an experienced pilot with her. I trust her. I think she's great, but also this is war and she's green and I'm worried about her."
Irina can do this. She is more used to this type of flying than I am. And I am very confident in the maps that I have charted out for this mission. I should be navigating.
Anya looks over at Irina struggling with her goggles.
I'm double checking OOC. Irina, you chose the wayfinding move, right?
I did.
Yep.
I did.
Yep.
Okay.
She sure did.
I just wanted to double check OOC that was the place we were at.
Yep.
This is why Anya's like, "Hey, are you sure?"
I chose the wayfinding stat. So like I chose skills over all the other things. So like I think, it's unless Irina chose stats in addition to that, like I think we're fine.
Okay. Well, the mission pool is good, so Anya reluctantly acquiesces to your request and announces that, "Irina, you will be the pilot for our beloved plane that we call Trotsky."
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know a lot of Russian words. I'm realizing. Yay! So Irina's excited, thank God.
Very excited.
+1 morale. Is that a thing here? Not really, but you know. Hypothetically, +1 morale. The second pair is going to be the grizzled veteran Olga, which you haven't met yet. Olga is from the countryside. She is older than anyone for this war, so she's about 26.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
She's been around a long, long time. She doesn't speak a lot. She mostly grunts. Some people say it's because the Germans took her tongue when she fell behind the lines and clawed her way back. That's why people call her the bear. So Olga is going to be the navigator, which I don't know how that's going to work out because she don't talk, for the second plane. And her pilot is going to be Vicha, which is the smaller version of Victoria. Vicha is small, spunky, full of energy, has a gigantic crush on Irina, so that's why she tries to outspunk her every time, no pun intended. And she is very excited
I am completely oblivious to this.
Oh yeah, you don't know. She's like a tiny, excitable little thing. She barely fits in although she's 21, she barely fits in her briefs, and she's just kind of jumping around and super excited, and Olga's looking over her and being like, "All right, we can do this." All right. So Olga is a protector and also somehow an owl.
That's fine.
All right. And Vicha is she a hawk? No, she's not a hawk. I think she's a pigeon.
I just keep looking at you with those goggles, Suzanne, and I keep losing my mind.
It's really good.
I'm looking at him on one good eye.
Listen, we don't need more handicaps on this mission. All right, Vicha is a hawk. It doesn't matter because they're probably just bullet fodder at this point. All right, great.
They're the only ones coming home.
Oh, thank you. Olga has children. All right, and the third plane is our beloved couple riding the Rose and Heart, but in Russian plane. I don't know the words for that, sorry. Vera and Zoya. What can you remind me your skill sets, please?
Zoya, you wanted a pilot, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not really good at either of those, so
Oh,
great.
it doesn't really matter.
Do you wanna lovebirds want to have like a heart-to-heart and just tell me who wants to be pilot?
To be metagamey about it, I do have guts and I have skill.
Okay.
So maybe I should do pilot, because you have to, if you pilot and something bad happens, you tempt fate, which is guts, right?
Yeah. I only have a +1 in skill, and everything else is 0.
Okay. So
you should be navigator.
You navigate.
So I'll navigate.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
So Zoya is navigating and Vera is piloting using her guts. Let me draw up a quick map of the 3 planes because I will forget. This is Olga and Bitcha. Anyone else use Yuri on Ice to come up with names? No? Just me?
That is such a good idea.
Oh, yeah, one of you was going to be called Yuri, so.
Yes.
Aww.
Our wing woman is Yuri?
Yes.
Nice.
And Irina.
Yuria.
Irina, I would have called you Yuria if you swore more. And Katya.
PG-13.
I think Yuria.
It's more like Arena is just too proper. Too damn proper.
I mean, we'd really need a hot spring for our heart to hearts anyway. If we were to go
true.
full Yuri on Ice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also PG-13. No touching.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
No
PG-13 touching. But not for Arena. She's not into that.
All right.
Not into
So
anything,
the northern,
to be clear.
quick location. The northern portion of the tactical area is marshes, bottomlands, and vast swaths of arable land, and also a whole bunch of water. As you know, mostly water. Being over water is hard. If you fall into water and you're in the plane, you're probably gonna die. So let's not do that. Right, navigators. Look for newly cultivated fields in the north, patterns of small lakes, unusual forest landmarks, blah, blah, blah. The German troops can appear anywhere in the technical area. Technical area. Okay, so your mission is to harass the German positions near a lake.
Yeah.
All right, Germans at the lake. That's the name of this mission. The Nazis are near the lake, and they are using boat routes to ship in supplies. They're not messing around. You have to stop them. They took over a fishing town. This is all shit I'm making up, by the way, so if you're looking for the reference, it's nowhere. They took over a small fishing town by a lake, and you are on the other side of that lake in the airfield. They are using the lake and surrounding rivers as, what's it called? Not rally.
Reconnaissance?
No.
Defense?
Revitalizing points, like they bring rations through them and weapons.
Resupply.
Huh?
Resupply.
Resupply. Okay.
Aha.
There you go. Thank you.
Hey.
The man behind the.
Not here.
He's not here. There's no one here. All right. So they're using it for resupply, and you have to hit them hard before they get their next supply, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So each of us needs a responsibility too, right? It's up to the section leader to assign each player, character, airwoman, including herself, a job, a responsibility.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
well, the way it works is that you're all of you are in one section.
Mhm.
So your 3 planes are going to be flying together, and then 2 of them are going to cause diversion when you get close to the target, and the third one will cut their engines and glide to the place you're supposed to bomb and drop the bomb and come back. So in this case, your responsibility, all of you, and then you circle around until everyone has dropped all of their bombs. You know what I mean?
So all
it's 3
of us
attack
are doing
runs.
those moves. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 3 attack runs on the specific supply point that we're hitting, which is by the lake. So you're flying over water, which is the added difficulty, but we're going to keep it simple. It's just an attack run.
Okay.
Okay?
So who goes first? What plane?
Yeah, it's
You
kind of
all
a
fly
factor.
out together, but you have to decide who
Wayfind,
goes
right?
first.
I'll wayfind first,
All right, so
unless someone else wants to.
No, do it.
Cool. Here we go.
all
Here we
right,
go.
so
Here
you're up in the air. It is
Nice.
dark.
we go again. All right.
By
I
the
got
way,
a 10.
how many do
You
we
got
have
it.
in the
There we go.
mission pool? In
Huh?
case we need, because we're gonna
We
need
have
them.
3. I
Okay,
think.
cool.
We have 3 in the mission pool.
Okay.
And I forget
actually.
how they work. Do you have to say like ahead of time? I'm adding a +1 to my roll, or should we just? add it?
No, you can do before or after. That is one of the
Okay.
few things I remember from the book.
Cool.
Yeah, mission pool you can decide to add before or after. I do
Yeah.
have to say though, just for being clear, right now, Zoya and Vera are being the attack run, like are being the ones doing the main stuff, and that means Vicha and Olga and Irina and Katya are Vedomayas, which is wing women. So you're covering your assigned fellow plane during the mission. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that means you hold one, and when the plane you're covering suffers a consequence, you can spend your hold to cover them and take it on yourself instead. Okay, and then it changes.
Okay. Is that what Vedomaya is?
Yes, that's what Zodomaya is. So right
Sweet.
now, 2 of the planes are Vidomaya, and Vera and Zoya's plane is the Wayfind right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're flying into the darkness. You can see the very dark water under you.
Yeah.
It's rippling in the moonlight.
Yeah.
The moon is half full, so there's not as much light to reveal your position to the germs that it should be. It is a little bit before dawn. You have a couple of hours to finish everything and come back. This is when the Germans are most likely to be sleeping exhausted.
Yeah.
Your planes are loud, but when you get close, if everything goes to plan with Katya's preparations, if her plan comes to pass, you will all be able to cut your engines way beforehand and glide down. So you have to go up a lot and glide down after wayfinding your target for about 2 kilometers, drop your bombs, divert. So once you drop your bombs, create a diversion. The Vedomaya create diversion so that the third plane can restart their engines and fly away. You regroup and then you do it again. All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You feel yourself brimming with sense of pride. You're so ready to die for Mother Russia. Or perhaps, you know what, live and be happy and gay and all that.
Yeah.
Fly more planes.
We're
I
ready
don't
to be
want-
gay for Mother Russia.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I
This
don't
idea.
want any tragic queers. I like
Yeah.
happy gay stories.
Same. We're
All
gonna
right.
be heroes. We're gonna get some medals. So I rolled a 10 plus for Zoe.
Yes.
Means she finds the target and lines up a textbook approach. So she shouts over the engine to Vera, here's the coordinates. Head straight over there. You can't miss it. And then
All right.
it's up
All
to
right.
do an attack run.
What are you doing, Vera? Tell me all about your feelings. Are you stressed out? Are you stressed out? Don't stress out.
No,
Are you stressed out now?
He seems very confident.
Nice.
Yeah. Feel like we communicate well enough that I can tell when my flight partner is figuring it out good, so I'm feeling good. And I'm just gonna attack that fishing village, which I feel a little bad about, I guess. But it's filled with Nazis, so
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
They
don't
already
get that.
destroyed it, and it's filled with Nazis.
Nazis.
and I got a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That means your payload connects.
Yeah.
Your
choose
bomb
one.
stuck, but you're flying so close that you actually see the Nazi's face as he eats a bomb, and
Nice.
you feel so good about that.
Nice.
You've
I
lit
do.
up the fishing village, and people are starting to man stations now, though. The Nazis are scrambling. They're afraid, but they're trying to regroup and get to their anti-air artillery.
And
So,
I
you have to be
choose
careful.
one. I have to choose one from that list.
Yeah. Only one
Um,
consequence.
Just the
Yeah.
one.
So, what does marked mean again? Does that mean something like we have like trauma, right?
If you
Yeah.
mark an NPC, then they die. Like, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For the
If
mark,
you...
there's
go
like a
ahead.
list on your character sheet.
Oh yeah.
And they're like at the bottom. So like you can suffer the death of a friend or lover, witness the death of a comrade, share a premonition. And you check it off, and then you kind of talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
let's
can
say
also
that
just
we're-
tell a war story. You can.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that myself and my fellow airwomen are marked.
What the hell?
Oh boy.
That's fine. No, that's good. I like it.
So
This
as
is
Alex said, we were close enough that we saw a Nazi eat a bomb,
Yeah.
and that's
That's a war
that
story.
sticks with you a little bit for sure. You
Sure.
watch a person explode.
Oh, sorry. Was that a bad thing?
No,
That's great.
in the big picture, good job everyone, but that can affect a person.
Oh,
So
okay. That's
that
true.
can introduce flashbacks.
Yeah.
That's true. Is anyone having a flashback?
No, but I mean, this is the thing that then makes that happen.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
know. But when you're
yeah.
flying, sometimes you're really tense and you can have a flashback. So tell me if you're having a flashback.
I'm not.
Oh no, Olga's having a flashback.
Oh no,
She saw the
Olga.
face.
Oh God, she's gonna die.
She saw the face of the Nazi,
No, Olga.
and
we
it
love
reminded
you.
her of the face of another non-exploding Nazi who may or may not have pulled her tongue out.
Oh,
She has
shit.
tears in her eyes, and it's harder for her to wayfind. Oh no.
Oh no.
Olga.
Oh, no.
I know, it's terrible. All right. Now we have to switch. So you switch formation. Everything goes flawlessly. I can hear Katya and crew, everyone hollering from their planes, and then they're like, shh, be quiet. And you are getting back in formation. Secret time mission. You're getting back in formation to make more Nazis eat Soviet terror.
Yeah.
Soviet terror. So, who's up?
Were we next? Me and Katya?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Unless you
get
want
ready.
the crying bear with flashbacks to go next.
We'll go next.
Yeah,
All
I think we'll
right.
take this one, huh? We'll
So
just
we've all
do it.
wayfinded by this point, right? So I'm attacking.
Yes.
All right. Doing my attack run.
I think you
wait.
still have to wayfind.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
you-
to.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'll roll.
Because we're going
So
for another target now.
I've got my wayfind. That's plus my skills. Damn it! Come on! One! I just need one!
What did you get?
Oh, I rolled
Rip.
a
We could spend 2
You rolled
from
a
the
5?
mission pool,
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
and then
Let's
it
do
wouldn't
that.
be a total failure.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Failure
see.
is bad.
Failure's bad.
Well, okay, because we had so many problems with repair earlier, and this plane specifically has a reputation, I think our plane suffers a minor mechanical failure.
Another bullet hole, maybe.
Oh no. All right, so as you are finding your way, you find a target, but you hit a duck.
What?
It's okay, it was a Nazi duck.
The duck was a fascist. It's fine.
The duck,
Damn, damn fascist ducks!
Okay, so you hit a duck and it.
Oh my god.
Ah, quack!
9!
9.
Quack!
9!
This is serious business, y'all. This is.
Not all Germans are bad. 9 is an okay word.
Yeah.
Nazis.
So it's just a regular German duck that we hit? That doesn't make it better.
No, it's definitely it's a Nazi duck. I'm
It's a
telling
Nazi
you.
duck. It's a member of
It
the
has
Nazi
like
party.
This
it has
duck
like
happens
the
to be a
SS
Nazi.
like pin. Yeah, this duck specifically happens to be a Nazi. He was patrolling. The Nazis have perfected duck patrol, and you hit it. And unfortunately, since your plane is made of wood and scraps, it
Yeah.
kind of makes a dent in it and like kind of shakes you out a little bit. And now your plane is shivering more than it was. It's like making a little bit more sound in the wind. But you're still good to go. You found your target, which is fuel resupply tanks, and you are about to mess them up. I can see the fire in your eyes, Arena. What are you doing?
I'm attacking!
Yeah!
I've been waiting for this moment!
Do it.
This is plus skill, right? Attack runs?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
hope.
Do you have? No, you don't. You're an owl. I'm just gonna.
No, but
remember
I
that.
gave
Keep shaking
myself. I gave myself plus
Wait.
1.
Didn't you have a medal for flying from before?
Yeah, but I thought I could only use one or the other.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
But I rolled an 11 So
Yeah!
I'm really good at flying, guys.
Amazing. Oh my god, look at the fear in those Nazis' flaming eyes.
Burn, you scum!
Yeah. So Arena connects and sets a bunch of really potent bomb things, I don't know what they're made of, straight onto the tanks, and they explode and light up the night sky. You hear screams and you see them scutter, and just everyone is terrified, and you feel the fire and pride of Mother Russia seep through your veins.
I did it for you, Grandpa. I did it for you.
That's socialism. I'm so proud of you. Wait, no, communism. I'm proud of you.
That's my girl. You did it.
Oh my god.
The voice of your grandfather echoes through the clouds.
Simba.
No.
Did you die?
No, I'm just a wizard who communicates through the clouds.
Okay, so we hit a Nazi duck, and now Arena's grandfather, Rasputin. You know what? This is getting out of control.
I'm liking it, though. I like the supernatural turn that we're taking.
Irina, which thing do you choose?
Yeah, what happens? What's the consequence?
Right. I get a positive consequence.
No.
Even
Even with a 10.
Shit still sucks.
Wait, what happens
Yeah,
next?
10 plus.
One.
Your payload connects, but also there is a consequence because these are really crappy planes, and you are still a woman, so you have to fail somewhere. I'm sorry, that was a joke. It was terrible.
Wow! Wow!
Okay. Oh, dang.
Bye, Alex.
And in the interest of keeping things more interesting, I'm going to say that we take enemy fire.
Alright.
More of those holes!
Oh my god. So the Germans
Katya.
have not deployed. They have undeployed the ducks, which were ineffective, and they are now all up on their anti-air weaponry. They're about to shoot at you. Okay, who's ready to take some fire?
Let's do it! It
I'm
sounds
on
fun!
top of the world!
All right. With the super epic scene of the flaming fuel tanks behind you, lighting up the sky, and now the big searchlights that the Germans are trying to pinpoint on you. You start hearing machine guns going. Oh, they're trying to get at you.
Okay.
You're flying really low. This is really bad.
Okay.
All right. Who's gonna roll for enemy fire? Is it me?
No, it's James does it.
I do?
Okay.
Yeah, enemy fire is a navigator.
Okay,
Nice.
let's
All
see.
right.
Enemy fire, and that is with luck. Oh, got real bad news
Yeah.
for that, y'all. Oh,
Let's do
boy.
it. Let's do it.
I rolled a 6.
Do you have anything in the mission pool?
Mission pool. We haven't used anything out of it, have we?
Oh, we used 2 so far, so we got 1 left. If
You
we want
wanna
to use
use
it
it?
on this, we can do it.
I think you should use it.
All right. So that brings us up to 7, which means I've got to do 2 consequences.
God.
Yep.
God.
Oh my god.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So I think our plane should be damaged. It's going to trigger a wheels down later. And God, do I want to mark us or? Well, you know what? We've been all laughing and joking about Olga, but she's down now, so it's not funny anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Olga goes down.
Oh, snap.
No,
So
nobody
you're
was laughing about Olga, man. It was all you. We have empathy over here. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
So the plane
Yeah.
got shredded, and another
Alright.
plane went down.
So 2 of our 3 planes went down. Are you sure? Well, yours will go down eventually, but
Yeah, ours
Alright.
will
We might
be
make
hit
it
with.
back.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's just
well-
going to trigger a wheels down maneuver.
all
Which,
right, perfect. Well then, you are getting shot at, and my God, those Germans are accurate. They are mad. They don't like you. So, Unfortunately, they find Olga's plane, and she's not doing very well navigating with tears in her eyes. So the plane gets shot up, all up, and as you scream, you see it kind of sputter, and you hear Vitya yelling as the plane goes down. And bam. It's crashing. It's horrible. You don't know if they were able to jump out because you don't carry parachutes in these planes, by the way. True story, historical fact. You fly too low to need the parachutes. So you don't know if she jumped out. You don't know if she's being caught. You hear a lot of commotion down there. The Nazis are a little bit distracted, but one of the two crew who were shooting at you doesn't let up. So apparently someone has something to prove down in that battalion. And your plane also gets hit. It's damaged. I think they got one of your wings, so thank God you have a good pilot on board because that plane is extra shaky now.
I can do this. I can do this. I can definitely do this.
Come on, you can do it. And I think, Katya and Olga can't do the run because they're dead. Spoilers.
Yeah.
They went down anyway.
They went down, so I think it's time to try to escape.
So,
Yeah.
as it turns out, I am good at wheels down.
Thank God! Oh.
I am an adventurer, is my
Yay!
role. I can bring a plane wheels down well. I don't really know how that functions. I assume it means I get a +1 or something. That's all that it says.
One.
You
So-
use less consequences.
Yeah, take less consequences.
Okay.
All right, so just for some context, you reluctantly have to head back, and you've lost a plane, and it is now time to land back at the base.
So you gotta wheel down at the base, I guess.
All right. I guess Vera and Zoya land like pros. They have done great. They're fist pumping. They totally own this mission and other military technical terms. But Katya, and Irina, what's happening? Your plane, it's shaking. Nothing's okay.
Oh no.
Focus.
Do we roll to wheels down?
Yeah.
Wheels down.
So you do.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Wheels
because I'm not flying, I could have just skipped the whole wheels down thing
Yeah.
with my power.
So I roll +1.
Mm-hmm.
Do I actually roll +2 because I normally have skill? Would use skill and I have +1 for skill?
Well, no, so it's plus.
You roll plus
so you
skill.
roll plus your skill. So your
So-
skill is +1.
Uh-huh.
So it's 2d6 + 1.
Oh, okay.
2d6 + 1, and you choose one fewer consequence, or one less consequence.
Gotcha. There we go. Let's see. I rolled an 11!
Yes! Oh!
Okay!
Okay, obviously hacks, but also I'm okay with it.
No, I swear. So, yeah, I'm super, super nervous, but I just keep it all in and I just go, okay, I can do it. I can do it. I can do this. I can do this. And next thing I know, we're just on the ground.
You did
Oh
it.
my God.
We're-
The crowd
we're
goes
alive,
wild.
guys.
Everyone was convinced that your spunky little ass was going to crash, but no, it was Victoria. Anyway,
Yeah.
We're alive!
When we hit
You're
the
right.
ground, Katya immediately picks you up and puts you on her shoulder.
yeah.
Like,
We didn't die! I flew
Your
a plane!
mechanics and your doctor run over to you to check on you. People are kind of baffled because your other planes who were on different missions saw one of you go down, and they were very, very worried. Vera and Zoya, how are you celebrating? You gonna make it?
Not in front of
PG-13 style.
Hey, making out is PG-13. I checked during the break.
Noticing wind coming through a window is PG-13 as the camera pans away.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm
make
pretty
out?
sure they made out in Aladdin.
Yeah, making out is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then the camera pans away.
Yeah, and then the camera pans.
Yeah, no, we definitely like let the celebration of a job well done, or at least Vera does. Like she'll totally stand in the spotlight for a minute. But then like, yeah, everyone's like waiting for the third plane to come back, and we're waiting for the third plane to come back.
Yeah, you're gonna wait a long time, let me tell you.
Yeah, so it's That's war. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Anya marches over to you, and you can see that she is overjoyed, but also she's trying to keep it together and be like your commander. She looks at you and she congratulates you as the other planes start pouring in. You've lost a lot of people tonight, but more importantly, the mission was a success. I mean, more importantly for Olga and Vitya's family, rest in pieces, but more importantly for Mother Russia. You have saved a lot of people, you saved a lot of lives, and she is very proud of you. She's going to rub it into the men's faces tomorrow. You have basically disabled a resupply station, and now the men's job is way easier, so I guess they get all the glory. Whatever.
Yikes.
Yep. I have lost my moves because
Oh, no.
I was too caught up in how wonderful this felt.
Shall I read them to you? Where are they?
We need to debrief.
Yeah,
Oh,
where's
yeah.
the
Yeah, we need
debrief?
to debrief.
It's under night moves.
Oh, found it.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, so Anya waits for everyone to get back, and soon enough, it's your group's turn to sit down and debrief. Just tell her what went right, what went wrong. She looks at you. She's like, "So what happened out there? You lost the plane. You fulfilled your mission, and we are very grateful for your service. But you lost 2 of our women. What happened?"
I look at Katya.
I think that despite Irina's brilliant flying, running Videomaya for us, Olga and her pilot became overwhelmed. We were put in a vulnerable position, and they did what brave Soviets do, and laid down their lives so that the mission could be a success.
All right. Do you want to change your tone of your regard for Irina, or Irina, do you want to add a regard for Katya?
I will change it because I had admire, but I'm going to change it to confident in Irina now.
Nice.
My
Yeah.
mad
Right.
king skills.
And
So- Go
Vera
ahead.
Vera also is pretty quiet, and but then pipes up with, in the future, with this sort of run, perhaps we only make one sweep. They were able to find us after the first one. And
All right.
maybe
Anya
it would be
scoffs
better.
and says, "We have the most efficient way is to drop all our bombs. We can't have 3 planes fly and only 1 drop their bombs. We can't afford to do that. They will advance too quickly. I'm sorry. These are the sacrifices we have to make. I understand that you're wary and this is hard and we keep losing women, but we can't fall behind. We have to be twice as good to get half the recognition." So
Then that would be my only take from this, is that they find us after the first sweep. So perhaps we should try something different instead of all following the same route.
Cool.
I'll bring it up. We can. This sounds like a tactical meeting point, and I'll bring it up. But I honestly don't know that anyone will listen. But thank you for your service. You seem
Yeah.
stressed out. You should probably take 1 harm.
Yeah.
I feel like all of you are pretty stressed out, so I'm gonna all assign you.
We can take the harm.
I mean, actually, Irina is not gonna take any harm because she is.
Yeah.
He was the hero of
I'm
that
still
mission.
on top of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also
Yeah.
2:30.
It's also
I will-
2:30, guys. We're just
Oh,
about
yeah.
done with our slot.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, everyone's proud of you, and you saved Mother Russia.
We did it.
Yeah.
For another day, Russia is
For
safe.
one more day.
Yay! Oh my
Thanks
god!
everyone
this
for
was
playing Night Witches.
awesome.
Yeah. This is
Thank
the
you so
best.
much for GMing, Alex.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you
you're
so much.
welcome.
Wonderful.
That was
Yeah.
really fun, huh? I should probably do this more often. I usually like to be
Yeah.
lazy and just play and let other people GM.
No, you should probably keep GMing forever, all the time.
Yeah. Forever.
You know what? That's a great idea, but I don't think that's gonna be okay with higher command. Take 1 harm.
Aww.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Um, well, guys, we're gonna be switching over in just a moment to the next thing, which is up next, which is some fun talk about esports.
related to Roll20, which you will hear more about very, very soon. I want to thank Alex one more time for coming on and GMing. You did an amazing job, and I'm very, very, very much enjoyed myself, and I hope everybody did
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you, everybody else, for joining
Thank you,
us.
players. You were awesome.
Thank you.
And hope you get to join us again sometime in the future. And otherwise, guys, stay tuned for the next Spotlight. Bye.
See ya.